We gotta go.
Oh.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Elion Badger, running for Michigan's
Hello, everybody.
7th Congressional District.
Well, let me get my camera
I
adjusted a little bit. There we go.
I can link my Twitch if you want to read the chat while it
Perfect.
goes by.
Yeah, I'd love to read chat. I love talking to chat. Love to read.
Oh, here you go. All right, locked in, ready to go. Okay, so I've never interviewed someone before, so I think this is gonna be really
It's
chill.
gonna be great.
We're gonna have a conversation. I prepared some questions. If we just want to get right into it. All right. Riley Gaines said that you were the face of the Democratic Party and are the future.
God.
You represent all the Democrats. Do you see it that way?
God, if only there was like 5 more Democrats like me. Oh my God, we'd get so much shit done. No, I'm sorry. 5th place. Her opinions aren't really valid to me.
Tied for fifth.
Maybe if she got 3rd, I would take her, 2/5 more seriously. But
I saw today. I did some research. Sean Hannity also said some shit.
Hold on. I made a box of cereal for Sean Hannity. All right, they're called the Hannitys.
Oh,
they're the breakfast of rage.
A craftsman. What would you use craftsman to describe yourself along with?
Oh yes. No, I'm definitely a craftsman, socialist, an artisan, a mechanic. I'm a professional yapper.
That's what we need.
Now,
because a large part of it's like filibustering and shit. So you need to do that.
Oh yeah, you have to be able to yap nonstop to get stuff done. So check this out. You ready for the other side?
Yeah.
Because there's 2 choices, right? You got the Hannitys. There's no flavor to them, right? They're fortified with political opinions. Nobody likes Hannitys, right? On my side, we have Oops All Bangers. See? Mine's sweetened to meme and political content.
Yeah. Hell yeah. All right.
So these are fun props to have.
The big question everyone has is how serious is your bid for? If you want to actually introduce what you're doing to my chat, because they may or may not be in the know.
Hey chat, how you guys doing today? 16 of you. Thank y'all for being here. So I'm Elion. Elion Badger. I'm running for Michigan's 7th district. I've lived in Lansing for 13 years. I moved down here during the recession, like a lot of smart people do. And I've had a lot of jobs over the years. So I've done a lot of things. And when Tom Barrett did his vote on the big bad bill, I needed to put some professional action behind my nonstop yapitude. If I'm going to be demanding that the Democrats do better into my phone and they fail to deliver, then I'm a clown on you guys.
I respect it so much because it's really easy to sit back and just criticize, but to actually
that's what everyone likes to do.
It's a big step to actually try. I mean, at the very least,
it's kind of scary.
I can imagine.
Well, it learning all of the stuff about politics, like the most disgusting thing I've been finding out is money. Everything is money. Everything is money. Nobody cares about the policy. Nobody cares about, the throughput. All they want is the money. And that's scary. That's scary because it just shows that, if I really want to get money out of politics, then I shouldn't be asking people for money. I should just be demanding that you, the voter, be the one that progresses forward. Because at the end of the day, it is a cohabitational relationship. It's a symbiosis. It's the person running for office and it's the voters supporting that person. The person running for office has to have good policies, good personality, and a good ability to speak to people. And the voters have to follow through with telling everyone about that candidate. They have to obviously show up and vote. That one's pretty important, even though that's, obviously made difficult by Republican, intervention. And, they have to continue pushing better candidates and better policies. And so with those 3 things from each side meshing together, you can really progress forward. But
I read I read today that you only raised $5,000 or so before
Four
cutting off
thousand.
$4,000 before you asked no
Yeah.
more. Just spread the
It's not that I'm
message.
asking for no more. Yeah, it's like if people want to donate, I'm not turning off the button because it's just like
Okay,
I
gotcha.
do need to pay for things because okay, the way this works, you need to pay for the voter accessibility network from the Democratic Party. So that's all of the voters in the district because my district's kind of big, so I have to pay a couple of $1,000s for mine. Every district in every state ran by their Democratic parties have different dollar amounts that you have to spend campaign donor funds on to get that data. That data is email addresses, phone numbers, physical addresses of everyone that's ever registered and voted Democrat in the district. With that van data, I can then go do door knocking with targeted groups of people with signs and window signs and yard signs and be like, hey, I'm running for Congress. I'd like you to sign this petition to get me on the ballot. If you'd like a free sign, here it is. Donors have paid for these. If you'd like to donate to the campaign to help, feel free to. But if you can't, spread the word because that can earn me a vote.
I'll do some door knocking. I'm in the district.
Hell yeah.
Where are you from?
Okay.
Like, situated.
So, Michigan roadmap, right?
Yep.
Like everyone does. I'm from way up here. From a little town called Sheboygan Wolverine.
Sheboygan Wolverine. I did my research.
Yep. Yeah. So Wolverine, town of 300 people. It's middle of nowhere, and it was a very different experience from living down here. Let me tell you.
I can imagine. I've only been up there one time. I didn't even go to Sheboygan. I went to Mackinac.
Oh yeah. Oh, Zoran Mamdani, definitely. I love him. Sorry, I just saw that in the chat.
Hell yeah. I'm such a Momdomaniac. I love him so much.
He's got so much charisma.
I think he does like everything perfectly. Every question he just has like the best answer. Where it's not like too politically like politician speak, but it's not like nothing either.
Yeah, it's very focused on the voter. It's not focused on the donor. Like the average voter hurts. Everybody's hurting right now. Okay, I just did Midwest Fur Fest last weekend. It's the now third largest furry convention in America, and there was a lot of furries from this district that were there.
No, and that's a constituency that's often overlooked. Is the furry constituency, right?
So very queer, very artisan, very active online, and they're a group that needs representation and they'll volunteer to help get that achieved. And so I've been doing the slow burn because I don't have establishment connections with gathering supporters and volunteers. And I think in February, we're going to go really hard with February, March, and April, door knocking and really getting the word out. So that way, hopefully I can win the primary and then I can absolutely kick the snot out of Tom Barrett in the general election.
I think if you won the primary, I think ipso facto, whoever wins the primary beats Tom Barrett. We're a really swingy district, and I think just Republicans have been losing fucking every seat that's within an 8-point margin. But I especially want you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I want. It's not even I myself, right? I want to win. Who doesn't want to win? But if I don't win, I at least want my policies to win. If I have to concede to somebody like William Lawrence or Matt Mostem, then I want universal health care to be their number one priority.
Do you know if you're on their radar at all? Like, are they?
Oh yeah, yeah. I was just chatting with William earlier.
Really?
Matt. Yeah, Matt. He and I, we kind of bro out a little bit because we're both, he was Navy SEAL for 25 years. I was only enlisted for 2 years. So, me, him up there. But, we still kind of get it when it comes to like dealing with the VA and, what it's like being in the military. Because I did Fort Knox, Kentucky. So it was like different for me.
Oh, that's where all the gold is or was.
Yeah. They've got Fort Knox and Fort Leonard Wood. Technically, the United States has 8,856 trillion tons of gold.
Yeah, I heard some of it was melted down to decorate the Oval Office, but still.
No, I thought that was a spray can, just from Home Depot and a spray can.
It's either one. It was either stolen from Knox or Home Depot.
I think I got a can of glow in the dark spray. I'll follow it up with that.
Do these other guys like William and them? do they see all the furry stuff and all the somewhat goofy out there stuff as like, I don't know, they kind of look down at you for that, or are they like, we get it, you
No,
got to be
no, they
yourself?
get it. They got it. Like they understand that if you don't have money and connections, you have to be visibly and audibly different if you want to get people's attention. And I've got a teal sport coat that's a bit more reserved, but still bright and colorful. It makes me stand
Yep.
out. I've got a new purple suit that I bought on sale for my wedding, and it looks,
Congratulations on the wedding.
yeah, thank you. It was a great ceremony. My spouse and I couldn't stop crying the whole time. Like this is how gay we are for each other.
Hell yeah. Okay. Yeah, because I was thinking this earlier today. I was thinking this earlier today about the out there nature of it all. I think like policy wise, me and you are like, boom, like 1-to-1. I think we'd probably agree on everything. But I was thinking, I don't really know about all the out there stuff. But then it struck me like, I don't know any of the other Democrats' names. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have ever heard about you if it wasn't for that. This is what happened. This is really what happened. I'm on Twitter.
Okay.
I saw the Riley Gaines clip, of course, and she's like, "There's this socialist furry, and he represents all Democrats." And I was like, "Ha." And then on the Chiron, it was like, and he's running in Michigan, and I was like, "What are the odds that he's gonna try and unseat Tom Barrett?" And it was true, and you really were. I was like, "All right, this guy's my guy." I thought she was exaggerating though how much of the furry stuff it was, and then I saw your thing and I was like, no, he's like dead serious.
It's a
About
bit
it.
of personal branding because, like,
I like
okay,
it.
the
I support
Democratic
it.
Party. Yeah, thank you. The Democratic Party, they have the donkey because Andrew Jackson's opponent called him a jackass. He's like, "Fuck that.
Yeah,
That's great branding. I'm gonna roll with that." Republicans chose an elephant because they'll never
there was
forget
a
the racism
comic.
and they refuse to die.
There was
Like,
a political cartoon, I believe, that depicted them as elephants. That's
okay,
that's what
I
I heard.
see. I haven't looked up the origins. I just, see it for what it is. They'll never forget their racism and they refuse to die. So
Exactly.
elephants, right?
Yeah.
And then, for me personally, um, just honey badger energy. That was kind of my way of expressing myself. It's my personal mascot. And so if I can have a political movement using that energy, using the righteous anger of the average voter that's been left behind by the Democratic Party, then I can channel a lot of my yapitude and rhetoric into actual attainable, tangible policies
Yeah.
that can affect our lives. Because it was one vote. It was one vote that did Trump's big bad bill, and ICE got all the money.
That's
So instead
true.
of having $150 billion for healthcare, they're spending money on jets and detention centers and 50 grand sign-on bonuses. Like, bro.
I know that the healthcare is like your number one focus, and I love that. I love to being honed
I
in
mean,
on
give me
one
healthcare or give me
issue.
death.
I mean, literally, yeah. It's not even a joke. Like
Yeah.
people die without healthcare, so I love that it's what you're so focused in on. Is
See, and
that
that's the thing. I'm the joke candidate that's deadly serious. Fucking wild.
well? Think about that. Yeah, think about that. No, it's that we're in an interesting time for politics in the U.S., aren't we? But I love it. I love what
Somebody
you're doing about
on
it.
the right wing called me a queer Riddler, and it's just like the best possible thing ever. Let me
You,
see if I can.
I was just thinking about it now. These guys, they call us all furries and queer riddlers anyways. And social, like, there's no shame in now in actually just being what they're calling.
They'll just make shit up and lie. You know?
It's they'll make shit up. Yeah, these guys
If,
are pathetic. Might as well just like not care. Just be yourself. Be authentically you.
be unapologetically
Authentically
you.
you. Hell yeah.
That's what it is.
Um.
I'm the woker, Batman.
Okay, wait. I had a question written here. Oh, he's gone. No, he's coming back. Oh.
I'm the woker, Batman. I'm here to tax you and feed the poor.
We got the soundbite. Yeah, Bielsa says we got the soundbite. That's what we needed. I had a question here. what? It was one last question about
why so queerious. Oh my god.
I think Peachy is from Michigan. I don't know if they're in MI7. I also don't think they can vote yet, but I believe they're from Michigan. So you might have a voter. There's a 33% chance you have a voter there.
Man, when the podcasts are talking about me, like somebody sent me a link, or Jackie K Now News, they tagged me in a TikTok video of these guys in Detroit that do a podcast, and they were talking about the Tom Barrett thing. You know, help, the furries are coming after me.
That was so funny. Like that was the opener. He feels threatened by you, which is good. Also, unrelated, he might have the worst haircut in Congress. Can we get a photo up of Tom Barrett's haircut?
Yeah, actually, here, let me send you this. Let me grab this picture. So I've got friends all over the internet, and some of them are funnier than me, which is hard to believe because I'm the funniest man alive. Well, you know, I know it's a title that's hard to obtain, but
I've had that
because there's a lot of. Yeah, you know, there's dead men that are funnier than me. There's women that are funnier than me.
The funniest man alive.
See, there we go. Technicals. So here, one of my friends. we worked on that one together.
Yo, the craziest part is that's the before picture, before the edits. That's actually what he looks like too. Like, we got a real photo here for
oh, you gotta think about it.
Tax breaks for billionaires and emeralds, and you receive higher taxes and cost of living, no health care. That's really what he's offering. We got a great question from our favorite furry in chat, Ropez. He says, the most important question is how soon, if you succeed, how soon until you visit Israel?
Okay, so I can't say what I want to say because we will all get banned. But JDAM has something to do with it.
I know Ropes.
I'm just saying what's good for the goose is good for the gander, right? You know?
Yeah. I told Ropes about this interview I was conducting, and he actually had a real question. He wanted to know if you've ever seen Train World. It's this animation he made.
I've not seen Train World. Hold on, is that on YouTube?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find it. Okay, I got it here. Have you ever seen Train World?
I have not. Oh my. Okay, hold on. What's this? Oh wait, what? Oh, timestamped. Okay.
Oh, my fault.
No, you're good. I was like, have I already watched this at some point? Why is it resuming? I have not seen this. This is, ooh, honey, you're gonna like this. This is really cool.
All right.
Let's see. Hey, if you want to put it on the stream.
Oh, they've seen it a bunch of times.
Okay. Yeah, I will definitely watch this later.
Later after the show.
Keeping that open in my tabs, yeah, because I want to focus on the questions for now, and then if I can get some great memes out of that later, definitely.
Is the national attention that you're getting from people like Riley Gaines, Sean Hannity, and them, and these rightoids, is that like at all like scary, or are you like you feel empowered? You're like, hell yeah!
Oh, that's the most powerful feeling ever because they took the bait. They took the rage bait. You know. Sorry. We got some 3D printers running, and one of them did an error, so they're gonna go take care of it for me. Actually, here, let me show you. We 3D print badge holders for conventions.
Orca.
So yeah, you got a lanyard that goes here, and you can put little charms on right here, and then your badges clip on there, and so has some sparkle on the back, and we got a whole box of tons of different species, and so we were doing inventory today. So I make money from doing IT work. I make money from doing art for furries, and I make money from buying junk cars and fixing them up in my driveway and selling them to people that need cars.
That's how you know he's a man of the people. You do furry art, and you're still running for Congress.
I got calloused hands. I'm a calloused hand congressman. Like, if you're not running, if you're running for Congress, you don't have calluses on your hand.
Tom Barrett with calluses on his hands. He's got calluses all on his hairline.
He's got a calloused hairline. Holy fuck!
I don't even know how you can do that, but
I'm gonna have to cook that into a meme later.
Hell yeah, dude! You can. That's yours. I don't need credit for that. That's yours now.
How did I heat up the room? It's because I've got a ridiculously bright light right above my computer for interviews, and my poor camera has a hard time adjusting sometimes.
Have you been doing a lot of interviews, like on Discord or anything, like, or am I your first?
Yes, yes and no. So I've done local interviews. I did phone interviews. This is my first real Discord interview where I'm like properly through the campaign.
Groundbreaking. Chat.
Yes, you're the first. Let's go. We need more Discord interviews for politicians.
I just figured it'd be easier to do this. I didn't want to like get on Zoom. I know you use Discord. I saw your Blue Sky profile. Also,
I mean, if
unrelated.
Yeah, go ahead.
How are you enjoying Escape from Tarkov 1.0? I saw you playing.
Oh, it's fantastic. Yeah, it's great. Okay, so here's the thing about Escape from Tarkov. It stimulates the hippocampus. And it's not specifically Tarkov that does it, but Tarkov is one of the best games for it. And what that does in terms of gaming, it forces you to have long-term goals where serious consequences matter.
Actually true.
You have to work extremely hard and extremely long and not die. You have to carefully plan things out. You have to really think outside the box in that game, and there's nothing there to hold your hand. There's no heads-up display. There's no map for you to pull out. You know, you get some health items and you get your inventory, but that's it. You have to go find this item.
You have to put 1,000 hours in before you can start playing. Basically, me and my buddy AJ, who's also in the National Guard right now, we're talking about Tarkov, and we're just complaining. We're complaining about like, oh, the fountain raid system sucks, and this game sucks. And our friend Ropes here says, why do you guys even play this game? And we're like, because when you get a kill, when you win, there's nothing like satisfying. It's the most amount of serotonin you can get in one moment.
Especially when you're good at killing a boss and you guys can like do proper squad tactics and you get good communication. Oh,
when things go your way in that game, I'm getting hairs. My hairs are standing up thinking about it.
Hit me, baby. Hit me. That's the good shit, you know?
We need more Tarkov politicians.
Well, okay, think about the difference with Fortnite. You know, you run around, you loot, you shoot, you die, you reset. And then it's just nonstop, quick feedback dopamine.
Yeah. Tarkov is like, you actually have to really like, right now we're
like original Mario.
We're in Arc Raiders right now, which is like easier Tarkov. Now I got a job now and I can't do 10 hours.
You can't dedicate full-time Tarkov, yeah.
I honestly, there was a time when I wished like I could blow up as a streamer just to play Tarkov all day. That's my job.
So what I found
out that didn't happen. I think I'd kill myself.
Is almost every professional Apex player and Tarkov player is a confirmed cheater using hardware assistant tools.
That's true. And I played a lot of Apex too.
Fortnite equals Republican. That's fucking funny. The type of light I use, I bought one from Costco. It's a big one for like $20, and I modified it. So I'm an electrician, so I can just put a dial on it to make it, a dimmer switch on it.
You know what's crazy? I heard Tom Barrett pay someone else to do his electricity. I just heard that in my ear from my producer.
I mean, normal people would hire an electrician, but
yeah, but he's like weird about it. Like he only hires like white electricians. I heard. I was like, that's why even make that distinction? You don't see him anyways. Whatever.
Right? He's always hiding. Like you saw those missing posters on the old Rite Aid over there on MLK and Saginaw.
Oh my, speaking of, bro, I was trying to spawn camp Tom Barrett. I'm like, what? Oh, when's this motherfucker gonna do a town hall? Oh, I was waiting. Never did a town hall. I had like what is it, like one of those?
There was a cardboard cutout, where we featured a town hall with him.
Oh, well, yeah. I wanted to show up to that motherfucker. I probably would have saw you there, and we would have just screamed at him. I'd be like, what are you doing, man? Come on.
Honestly, I wouldn't even. Okay, here's what I've been doing. I'm not letting them trigger me anymore. I am using aura farming.
True.
Now, How do we aura farm on Tom Barrett? You simply stand up tall and you do the biggest thumbs down. That's it.
Yeah.
Just shame. Boo. Because they want the anger. They want the fuck you. They want the middle fingers because that is what makes them feel good.
Bro, do you remember? You remember when Kamala was campaigning and when Wall stepped in, he just kept saying, "These guys are weird." That was like the most effective strategy I've ever seen. Like on the,
they're just little weenies. That's weird. It. Somebody needs to put them in an arm bar and make them eat sand. It's like, shut the fuck up. Go back to drawing little swastikas on the desk, you dork. Jesus Christ.
We need
These are all the high school failures. No, this is what it is. It is an entire army of high school failures and dropouts that were pushed through the system, that were completely left behind by capitalism, and they're just resorting to violence because they're too dumb to know that the way out is through solidarity.
I mean, couldn't have said it better myself. What it comes down to is these guys are just, I don't know, there's one half or one, like, I should say 1/5, 1% that's like just evil. They're actually like conniving. And then the rest of them are just too dumb to realize that they're being exploited. They're all useful idiots. Well,
so let's take the 2024 election, right? So we had, what was it? How many votes did Trump get?
77 million, something in that ballpark.
77 million. And then Kamala got like 74.
Yeah, like 3 or 4 less. Million less.
77. So you have to think and then the American voting population is around 230 million Americans that are eligible to vote. So 67 million. Was that it? 6-7 million. Shut up.
I was hoping I wouldn't have to explain what that meant. It's the word.
That's all I heard all con. 6-7.
Imagine furries doing 6-7, chat.
Every time on the elevator. 6, 7. Guys, I'm just going to 4, please, for the love of God.
Because they're in the they press the 6 and the 7. Was there anything super weird at MFF that you want to discourage? You want to say, guys, can we stop doing this?
God, there's so much. All right. The thing about the furry community, any day that ends in Y is a day for drama. Like, there's actually a furry TMZ, like their own.
Is it FMZ?
No, it's just furry TMZ. Oh. Like, that's just the channel.
Well, that's not.
They are unhinged. That's the funniest thing you'll ever see. Like, they do proper furry tabloids because there's obviously very popular furries. I've accidentally become one, so that's fun.
How do you accidentally become a furry? Oh, accidentally became popular. Never mind.
Popular furry.
Yeah.
Just through superior memes. Honestly, just, making good content. One of the big ones on TikTok, his name is Peanut Butter. I think he's kind of like an otter, but his color scheme is like peanut butter and jelly.
Wait, is he the VTuber?
I don't think he does VTubing, but he does content with his old man dad. He does skits like showing his dad the furry community and all the fun cringe stuff that's in it.
What if that's wholesome? As I figured 99% of furries would never show their dad that part of their life.
Ropes, I am going to A&E. So I'm going to be in the dealer's den at A&E. I'm going to be in the dealer's den at First Squared as well.
Ropes is I don't think he's going, but he is doing the art or something. He's doing art for PSAs for A&E. He's an official A&E employee. And he swears up, down, left, and right that he's not a furry. And we kind of we going back and forth a bit.
Guys, I'm not a furry.
That's what he sounds like, dude. That's actually what he sounds like. It's okay. It's like, have you ever seen Always Sunny? How they're trying to convince Mac that it's okay to be. That's what our dynamic, because we're like, it's cool if you're a furry. He's like, but I'm not though. It's like, okay.
But if you had to choose a Sona, what would it be?
That's a good question.
See?
I figured.
Come on, Ropes.
There was a point in time when he would have picked a rat, but now
human.
Cop out. All right.
That's a cop out.
I would say I think you used to give rat energy, but now you give cat energy. So I'd say he's probably a pink cat. But that's besides the point.
Yeah.
That's besides the point. Okay, also, guys, I'm not in the furry community, okay? From the outside looking in, though, You got too many dogs. We need more not dogs. That's why that's why I'm voting for you, is because you're the honey badger and not a dog.
There are very few honey badgers. I think I've only seen maybe 11 other honey badgers out there. Never forget.
That transitions us to our next question. Is the flagrant jokes you make about 9/11 and Charlie Kirk. Go.
Okay, so here's what I think. Charlie Kirk was a free speech absolutist, right? He straight up said that, there's gross speech, there's ugly speech, but there's no such thing as hate speech. Those were his own words.
That's true.
I'm the whole time, okay, here's my thing. I am okay with some bullying as long as it's fucking funny. You better be goddamn fucking funny, and you could bully the fuck out of me all goddamn day. When Republicans call me a queer Riddler, that shit just is funny. I appreciate that. Thank you for putting some effort in.
Let me put you on some pressure right now. We're gonna do if you laugh, you lose the election challenge.
Oh my God.
Okay, this is something my buddy, I'm not gonna name him in case this gets on Sean Hannity. This is a joke my buddy told me. He said, every time I start to feel bad that Charlie Kirk died, I just remembered that his kids are gonna grow up without a dad, and it's funny again. You laugh, you lose the election. You announce that speech right now to win.
I just want to say that it's been 1 year since the CEO, Brian Thompson, has been completely sober from alcohol, and I just want to give him a round of applause.
Good job, Brian. Can we get a W, Brian Thompson, in chat?
Do a dab for Brian. Yeah, no, we're doing a real actual interview here, Thunder Boy.
They thought I was lying. I didn't tell them who I was interviewing, but they knew about you from other streams. So I wanted it to be a big WWE, like...
That's so cool.
I appreciate that. I said, I'm interviewing the leading Democrat.
Check this out. I've even got my favorite shirt. It says queer in the shape of a heart.
Hell yeah.
Metal as fuck. I love this shirt. It's really high quality fabric. Got to represent. Okay, here's the thing, right? I'm using my identity politics because politics came after my identity.
Okay. Respect.
That's it.
Respectable. I appreciate that. I have a lot of people in this community and in real life and all that would feel more comfortable if more people were this open like you. So I like the example.
Fervent. We need people that are fervent in defending the queer community that are running for Congress. Gavin Newsom.
I'll shoot and kill for my queer friends. All right.
I'm gay and I love guns.
Well, hold on. I didn't say I was gay. Hold on. The guns part is cool.
One of my favorite bumper stickers. That's just one of my favorite bumper stickers I've got.
Oh, I have a great bumper sticker for you. Oh,
let me see it.
I haven't put it on my car yet, but one of my friends designed this for me. Says,
oh my God.
Because do you remember?
Okay.
Remember when they were taking this from people? They wouldn't let them in the country.
Yeah, the meme.
Yeah.
They wouldn't let a guy in the country because of that meme.
I don't know.
Unbelievable.
It's backwards for chat. It says come and take it, chat. It says come and take it.
It's so good. All right, here, check this out. So since I've kind of leaning into the superhero, anti-hero thing, we came up with this fun tabloid thing that we're going to do after every convention. So making it kind of like the Daily Bugle.
Oh shit, that's JD Vance. That's you and JD. Yeah, dude. I didn't know he went to MFF. Doesn't he have a job to do? He has to break tie. He has to be a tie-breaking vote or something. It's so irresponsible. If you're our VP, you're going to Furry Fest. No offense, but
yeah.
He's got to.
Well, you got to connect with the voters. You got to ask them, one-on-one. Hey, what are we doing wrong? What could we be doing better? What do you want from your representative? And that's okay. So at one point, I was trying to walk to go get water at the other end of the hall, at just the main lobby at the convention center. It took me a half an hour because I would walk 5 steps and somebody else would stop me. Like, dude, I heard you're the guy running for Congress. Can I get a photo with you? Like, I love your posting online. So, oh my God, it was unbelievable. Would I wear my suit to Congress? Fuck yeah, I would. They can't stop me. Like, straight up. Like,
I support wearing the furry head to Congress, but I think the weed suit's a bit much. That's just me. I love
no. Okay, here's the thing, right? I'm a practical joker, right? A lot of my props are functional. I'm a tinkerer, right? I'm a craftsman. I like to make things work. I have an active imagination. I played with Legos as a child. So I bought a
I think Smiley, they would let him wear a suit with like silly signographs on it, but they actually passed a bill like not too long ago to stop John Fetterman from wearing hoodies, I think, to the Senate. So Google says they banned hats. Did they ban hats in Congress?
I don't know if they could ban top hats. I can't find it right now, but honey, do you know where my magic wand of smoke got to? Yeah, I don't know where it got to. Okay, so I bought a wand at a craft fair, right? At the Renaissance Festival. And it's just a stick with a little crystal on the end and some glitter, right? Magic wand. It's like, how do I make this thing actually blow smoke? Right? Because like everyone keeps calling me the weed wizard.
I know that's what I've been calling you.
Here's what I did.
Okay.
I took a backpack because I've got a cape, right?
Yeah.
So backpack under the cape. Inside the backpack, mattress inflator from Harbor Freight. Extension cord for the trigger that runs down my arm.
Are you furry MacGyver? This is crazy. You're like,
I'm an inventor.
It's
like
awesome.
The difference between a mechanic and an engineer is the distance to the parts store.
That's a good line. That's a good line. I'm gonna tell my dad.
I grew up in the middle of nowhere, so I had to learn how to make do with what I had.
Yeah.
So, yes, I will make RAM cheaper. Smiley, I'm actually working on something called the Technology Bill of Rights. It's a huge thing, so I've been cooking on it for a minute. It will have rules around artificial intelligence. Data centers will be shut off until they are 100% powered by renewable energy. It has to be solar, wind, fucking if you want to set up a thorium reactor.
Don't even turn them back on. Don't keep them off.
Well,
okay, I know.
I'm very much anti-AI for things like generative video.
Yeah, 100%.
That shit stays off forever. There are good uses for language learning models.
Do we agree on everything? This was my exact take. I said to chat.
There are ways that language learning models can help humanity. Now, the goal of technology is to remove the human burden because we are in a post-scarcity society. So that way we have more free time with our families and we don't have to labor as much. Unfortunately, that distribution of wealth went all to 8 cunts that, bought the president with some shiny goldy stuff on the desk. And it's just like, bro, come on.
They just keep giving
so now we have to have the furry.
Balls. So now we have to have the furry in Congress. Because you guys are all voted Trump. Every single one of them, especially Ropes, twice voted for Trump.
Yep. Thanks.
And I mean
twice
this election, like 10 times.
Bro, you did voter fraud?
You did.
Damn, let's go.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, there is useful AI. And the AI is a generic term that's just like, bro, there are as many different AI models as there are different species of fursuits. And there's a lot of them. Holy shit.
I didn't know. But
there's a lot.
It's AI's low-key a marketing term. Like, it's not technically a misnomer, but it is a marketing term, so it can get a little muddy. I do think what I'm looking forward to the most with AI, if it ever becomes a thing, is the progress we're making with protein folding models. Oh boy. If we
should be using AI to cure cancer.
And it has caught cancer already. It's already being used to catch cancer right now, to treat it faster.
Here's something I got for you. You ready for this?
Yep.
2 facilities in Lansing are manufacturing the cure for cancer.
And you're not suicidal.
I interviewed at one of them.
Okay.
Hello. tinkerer, engineer, you come up with stuff. Oh yeah, back to the magic wand of smoke. Then we'll go back to the cure for cancer. Magic wand of smoke, mattress inflator. I took a steel double-lined water bottle, so that way it's thermally insulative. I drilled a bunch of holes in the bottom. I took a glow plug from a diesel Volkswagen engine, put a battery pack in it, plugged that up into the trigger. So I hit the primer and I load an ounce of weed in the combustion chamber.
Shoot smoke out the wand.
And then I hit the mattress inflator, and then a hose runs down my arm, and then I blast smoke up my wrist, and then it's just whoosh. So I'm literally like making my own functional props, and I've used it a couple of times at different events. It's fucking great. It's loud, it's hot, it's smelly, you know, it's just mwah.
I love it. I love it. We are switching topics quite a bit. Smiley,
I know, we're going back and forth.
Being so autistic.
Okay.
Where were we overall?
Christ. Well, now we're going back to the cure for cancer, because this is the type of stuff that convinced me to run for Congress.
You interviewed at a Lansing facility that is finding the cure for cancer.
They're manufacturing it. They've already found it. Yes. So
and you're not suicidal.
Well, it's a radioactive isotope called actinium-225. It is the second most expensive material on Earth because it has a half-life of 6 days. So anytime you make it, it literally just evaporates.
Okay.
You can't exactly store it. You have to use it immediately. Now, actinium-225, it's incredibly simple, but also the hardest material on Earth to make. Now, the way you make it, you get good old radium. You know, like Marie Curie radium from like 1904, right?
With the radium girls.
Radium. Yep. And so you take that sample and you hit it with a high-speed radio beam. And what ends up happening is you end up, I can't exactly remember it because, you know, not a nuclear scientist, I'm an electrician. They wanted me to run the electricals for the machine that does the stuff. So, and IT work. But unfortunately, I didn't get the job. Sad. Now, you have two different ways of doing it. NioWave is using a linear particle accelerator with a triple resonance chamber, and Iontix is using cyclotrons. Now, a cyclotron is basically a 55-gallon steel barrel drum, fancy though, and it spins essentially high-speed particles, and they fire them out at the radium sample that's in an extremely tight vacuum chamber. And this vacuum is like insanely hard to achieve. It takes 2 full days to pull all of the air out of the chamber where it's made. So you put the sample in, turn the machine on, wait 2 days. Then you can get ready to fire your electron beam at it. And then an atom accelerator. And what you have to do is you have to have that that beam at an extremely, and I mean extremely precise amplitude, power, frequency, amperage, everything. Like, it has to be the most perfect beam possible, because you're essentially like manually putting, pieces of atoms together, just blah, 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 smacking it, trillions of times a second. And so then you do the radiation stuff, and then you take your sample out and you do chemical washing to get your actinium out. And so actinium is then put into a machine to then use for advanced radiation treatment. So
and does it cure all forms of cancer? How is that even possible? Aren't they all like very, very unique?
A lot of them are different. It cures most forms of cancer because what it does is it's an alpha particle. And by using very advanced machines, they can individually target each cancer cell and not damage any of the healthy cells around it.
Wait, I think I heard about this. That part sounds familiar. This is public, right?
Exactly.
This isn't.
This has been around.
Okay, yeah.
Correct. This has been around since the 90s. But the problem is
the actinium is so hard to acquire. And
Iontix, their manufacturing facility is in the back of an old school in a shed. And their main reactor is in an actual 55-gallon steel drum underground, surrounded by bricks.
So this was inspiring. This was inspiring because you're like, well, these guys should be getting money to work on this thing. Why are they in a shed? They're curing cancer. Israel can do with one less whatever bomb we send over there. Just let's cure cancer, and then we can think about that.
You know what? Here's my thing. All right. If Israel ever reaches out to me, they can AI pack their bags. I'm never taking their money.
Oh,
he's got the jokes, baby.
He is.
I told you, I'm the funniest man alive.
He is. You know, okay, speaking of AI, I just remembered speaking of large language models, I have a question. I fed all your information, including your social security number, into ChatGPT, and I said, if you were interviewing this man, what's one question you would ask? All right, I haven't read this yet, so I'm gonna read it now.
Okay.
In 1990, when you ordered the invasion of Kuwait, despite clear warnings from the U.S. State Department, the Arab League, and Midwest Fur Fest about the economic and political fallout, what specific outcome did you believe was... I think they confused you with Saddam Hussein. We can just skip to the next question. I don't think that's...
Okay, yeah, because I don't think furries had anything to do with the fall of Fallujah.
No, that's just... I apologize for that. I didn't read that.
No, that's okay. Yeah, so this is why AI is still in its early phases. I remember being on the internet in 1998. Okay. Feels just like that.
How about one more data center?
One more data center and $5 trillion to Israel. That'll fix everything.
Fuck it, make it 10. Let's do it.
10?
Plus another 20 to Argentina.
You know what? Make it 40 billion to Argentina. Then we'll have a deal.
And South Africa. They don't even need it. I'm just evil.
You know what? Here's the thing, right? We need to get the most evil people from South Africa and just make them ICE agents here.
We are doing that. That's a real thing. And you know how hard it is to be one of the most evil South Africans? That's pretty difficult.
That's taking it up a whole notch. That's like the evil league of evil coming up with, a whole new league. So Thunderboy said, what did you think about the U.S. general in command over forces in South Korea using ChatGPT for suggestions on military decisions? When I was in the military, it was a very different military than what we have today. I was in 2009 when Facebook was still new, when social media was still new. Every single superior officer, enlisted, didn't matter. Every single one of them said, do not post anything on social media. Do not post you in your uniform on social media. Do not post where you're at on social media, because enemies of the United States can and will use that against you. Like, one of my favorite ones I ever made was Chaya Raychik, right? You know, the libs of TikTok. Mm-hmm. You know, I took one of her photos where she's smiling in a selfie, and I just put the Snapchat filter over it. And I said, you know, I'm Chaya Raychik, and I like to eat babies. And he'd be like, oh my God, did she actually post this? Like, you know, totally taking the piss out of it. But that's what people do. There was a controversy like 3 years ago where a cop who makes online content, some trolls took a whole bunch of his content, re-uploaded it, making it racist as fuck, you know, with just on-screen text. And then, you know, everyone fell for the bait. Okay, but here's the thing. War Thunder, okay. I think
people that don't know, like, the War Thunder stuff is like... When people are leaking these classified documents to War Thunder, it's kind of like benign stuff. It's classified for a reason, though. So, you know, any other
you know, I need to know exactly how far the AIM-120C is going to fly, you know, for my accurate battle simulator, so I can, you know, feel. Oh man, okay. Now, here's one thing I'm big on: gaming. This is something I want to put in the Technology Bill of Rights. AI, first off, restricting the fuck out of that, banning a lot of it, only using a little bit of it. AI is not allowed to write its own AI. Jesus fucking Christ, that's all we need is AI writing AI. And a whole bunch of other stuff. Like, I had a list. I'll have to dig it up later. Gaming rights. Yeah. If you buy a game, you own it forever. If you get banned for... it's not a permission, you know, license. If you own it forever. Now, the way this works, if it's an online service game and they shut the servers off, the game's done. They have to make the online code open source, so that way other people can run their own servers. That'll be a law.
Was this parallel thinking, or did you get this from Ross from Stop Killing Games, Ross's game dungeon?
No, I've had this. I've been cooking this up for years.
parallel
Yeah,
thinking,
because like,
that's nice.
people, when your digital rights don't exist,
Yeah.
you need a technology bill of rights to protect those. So stuff like how Instagram listens to every phone conversation I have and, targets advertising with me. Like,
Yeah.
I need to have the right to profit from that. I need to have the right to know who that data is being sold to, and I have the right to turn that off. All of these streaming services charging you money with ads. Think about this. YouTube. People pay YouTube for ads. Viewers pay YouTube to not watch ads. YouTube double win.
I know, right? Isn't that funny?
Dude, there needs to be a law against that. Come on.
I guess they got to make their money somehow, right? But I mean, they don't need to do all of that. It's a little too much money. You know what I mean? I'd be okay giving YouTube $5 a month if that's all. If that was the only way for it to make money. You know what I'm saying? Like at a certain, they can't run it for free.
No, I get that, and this is kind of where we have a social responsibility from the billionaires that run these systems to the users that make up society. Because at the end of the day, social media doesn't work without the users. And as Facebook is trying and failing with all of their AI people to run on Facebook and Instagram, like their first AI model, like everyone bullied the model so much that they just deleted the account. Because it's fake. It's not real. Why would I, come on. Thunderboy said, how would you work for services such as Paradox who let you pay for monthly access to DLC? Is there a strict line between ownership and renting of games you wish to define? That's a tricky one. All right. That's something I've put a little bit of thought into. So think about like World of Warcraft. You pay for the game and you pay a monthly fee for the online servers, which does make sense.
I think that's fair.
Servers cost money to run, and that is a fair trade-off.
Because you're buying a subscription license.
Now, services like, say, Xbox Live and PlayStation, they subsidize the cost of the console with the connected online services, and that's how they make all their money. That's horseshit. Oh, it's suspended. Yeah, it's just curtain behind me. It's just my blue screen, so that way I can, if I'm feeling crazy, I can throw graphs and whatnot on screen. But that's for like Zoom and other stuff. Because if I'm ever going to be on more professional news segments like Fox and whatnot, more mainstream, I should say. I'm sorry, we're having fun here. That's the new professionals. Yeah, I've been running with the moniker and make politics fun again. Here, a random graph. Here, I'll send you a random graph.
I'll look at a random graph.
I can't put up a graph behind me because we're on Discord and I don't pay for Nitro, so I can't do that.
Gotcha.
But you could put it up on screen. So this is one of my most favoritist, fundestest graphs of all history. It is a story about the American family and how much money they earn. Distribution of family wealth. Now, if we go to 1963 and we go down to the bottom 10%.
Yep.
Right? They are negative $19. Y'all are poor as fuck. Middle, 41 grand. The top 1%, $1.5 million, right? So in the 1960s, if you had $1.5 million, man, you were Manchy McMansion. You had your own planes. You had nice cars. Everything. It was a billionaire lifestyle. Now, we move to the 1980s. Look at the bottom 10%. They went from negative $19 to $724. The poorest Americans went from debt to being thousandaires. Fuck yeah! No wonder boomers had the time of their lives, baby.
Only uphill from there, right?
Yeah. Ooh. Sorry, I was way too loud. Then the rich, they grew a little bit. So, as you can see, the poor got wealthier. The middle class, they doubled their wealth. And the rich doubled their wealth. Steady growth. 1983, what happens?
Well, look,
Reagan.
Yeah. It looks like people fucked up.
Because look what happens in 2016. Everyone gets poor again.
Yeah. They're negative 950. Well, okay, it will trickle down though eventually, right? That's what I heard. My understanding is that one day it's gonna trickle down and we'll get it.
Yeah, someday I'll get it, man. Yeah, is that ammonia I smell?
But okay, speaking of something completely unrelated, did you get the Michigan I voted sticker?
I got the werewolf one where it's like
hell
yeah, that's see, and that's the thing. People want fun. People want silly. People want whimsy. People want something that's just not a generic. I'm two first names, generic white man number 382, and I want you to donate $5 to my campaign so I can stop the Trump agenda.
Yeah, just kind of like we don't like Trump, but these guys are just kind of saying that because they don't really have anything else to say, right? They don't have real policy. They're like,
where's your character?
Be funny.
Where's your whimsy?
Who's someone in politics right now that you're looking at and you're like, that's my guy. That's someone that inspired me to be more whimsy and fun.
Right now, really? It's Vermin Supreme.
Really?
It always has been. Like Vermin Supreme was my political awakening because I grew up in northern Michigan, right? Tiny town.
Yeah, he's from Michigan, right?
Vermin, no, he's from Vermont, I think.
Oh, right.
But okay. Now, this is one of my other favorite graphs. The reason why the boomers are all fucked, that's when we were using tetraethyl lead in the fuel from the 1950s through the 1980s.
I've shown my dad this exact same graph. I was like, look, this is why.
Like, what? I don't understand it. What is that? What is that? Some liberal shit? All I see is gay colors.
No, I don't. You know, I'm actually pretty lucky. I'm friends with a lot of people that are just like me, politically speaking, and their parents are evil Hitlerites. My parents are actually fucking cool.
It's super cool. Oh,
yeah.
I'm so happy for you.
Don't mean to brag. Awesome. Don't mean to brag.
Yeah, no, I totally don't have trauma I'm working on with my therapist. Not at all.
I think that means he is.
Oh my god, my therapist is great. She's absolutely amazing.
Can we get shout out to the therapist?
Okay, here's the thing, right? Mandatory therapy for MAGA. I don't give a fuck. They're all getting a therapist. Yeah. Right? This is how we make jobs.
Yeah.
All right.
I saw you say you wanted to put all the MAGA heads in labor camps.
Okay, now here's my thing, right? Here's my thing. It would be like summer camp for them. All right.
Oh, that's not that. Just like Ghislaine Maxwell.
Thank you. Exactly, right? So they would have Fox News, right, to keep them entertained. They would have arts and crafts where they could they could do fun labor, right? Or they could do brick building, right? Because we're gonna okay, now here's my grand plan. I want to build the Hyperstate network, right? It's called the Hyperstate Project. This will be a high-speed rail network in the center lane divider of our highway grid. Every city connected. But we don't put it on the ground. We put it on prefabricated concrete segments 30 feet up in the air, 40 feet, 50 feet, wherever we need.
Okay.
And they connect all the cities together. Now, the way this works is every small podunk town in the middle of nowhere has a quarry. Start digging, bitches. Get me concrete.
And now we got jobs. We got concrete.
Now we got jobs.
And now we got high-speed rail.
Now you ready for numbers? Chat. We're cooking with numbers. $2 trillion. 10 years, 90% of the project is done, would add 15% to our GDP, would reduce 1.3 trillion gallons of fuel consumed over the 10-year period. At the end, when all of the solar panels are installed on it, 82 terawatts of solar energy to our grid per year. Now, there's two ways we can have this happen. Number one, the fun way, where every billionaire gives all of their money to build this project, and they get a little special reward. Every mile marker, the Bezos line, the Elon Express, right? You know, the what's another one? The Gates Gateway. I don't know. We'll come up with fun names, right?
Yeah.
And we'll get there. And if they pay for it, every dollar until they get rid of $1 billion, right? This is the only way this will work. Every dollar until $1 billion is gone. They can keep $9,999.99, right? You guys won the game of capitalism. You maxed out the score meter.
999 million or 999,000?
No, 999 million, right? Okay. They can keep it just under that, right? You guys maxed out the pinball game, right? The score can't go any higher. All that money goes to building the hyperstate project, and the rest of America gets high-speed travel. What this does is it reduces traffic, it reduces air travel, it gives boomers safe ability to get to and from across the country long distance, and the best part, when it's completed, we give out super licenses. Because, as Vermin Supreme said, I'm a kind tyrant. I want people to have fun. Right? We should have fun things. So super licenses will cost, I don't know, like $5,000. Right? Anybody with a super car can get a super license with a super plate, and they can drive conditions permitting, right? Because you can't be 200 miles an hour Mach fuck in the snow. It's not going to work. And you can have the Autobahn in America. High-speed rail, fast cars. We can have fun in this country. We should be building things that will outlast us. These short-term feedback dopamine loops are killing us, man. Like, we need young people to have a project that will take them a lifetime to build. And I'm telling you, when you can have a young person be like, hey, we got this great new national works project, $2 trillion government money. You can pick any job you want. If you want to be a structural engineer and go work concrete, boom, there you go. If you want to be an electrical engineer and work on relays and controls, boom, there you go. If you want to be a metallurgist, there you go. We need people to make the steel rails. There you go. If you want to be Boeing and finally stop crashing planes, you can transition. I know we're afraid of trans. It's okay. You know, we'll make it through it. We'll talk to a therapist. Boeing, you can trans by taking the wings off. Right? I know. You take the wings off. It looks horrible. Trust me, it's scary. Like all the photos you see online.
You can't fly a plane without wings.
Worst thing imaginable. But we take that plane without wings and we put some wheels on it. And then now Boeing goes from crashy to zoomy. And the best part about high-speed trains, you can't steer them into a skyscraper, so now I've prevented all future 9/11s. I joke about that incident, but goddamn, I'm trying my best to prevent it from ever happening again, and I will die on that train hill. Choo-choo!
It was a tragedy, though.
Okay, but here's the thing. Israel did 9/11. Like, straight up, Israel did 9/11.
All right.
Like, the Mossad did it. It wasn't Osama bin Laden in Afghanistan. Are you fucking kidding me? The CIA did it. They worked with fucking Saudi Arabia. And then they had the guys trained in Florida. Bro, that thing was Israel top to bottom. Everyone made the jokes that George W. Bush did 9/11. Tee haha, it's so funny, right? It was Israel. Everybody fucking knows it. So
I don't know that, but I don't know enough about it to contest it. So
I mean, it's just one of those things where like it's so obvious once you start looking at the details, but it's hard to like, here's all the evidence right now without looking like a total
psycho. Yeah,
right. But those who know, here, hold on, where'd it go? Break Palestine, motherfuckers.
Hell yeah. Wait, do you think it was like? Let me just get your opinion straight here. You think it was like Israel specifically planned the attack the way it happened, or they just kind of like were hoping that something tragic would happen, like maybe helping out?
No, they basically did what they did, knowing what those men would do. So I am full chested, without a doubt, saying Israel did 9/11. Israel has been and always will be an enemy of the United States.
I agree with that second part. I do agree with that second part. I don't know if about the first part, but I'm not.
Well, think about it. As soon as that happened, we invaded Iraq and Afghanistan.
Yeah, that was stupid. I agree. Yeah, that was some bullshit.
And that's what Israel wanted. Israel wanted us to front the war. Israel wanted us to front the soldiers. And we killed 1 million Iraqi civilians. We destroyed their country for 20 fucking years. We sacrificed, 12,000 of our own soldiers? Half of them died back here at home because they just couldn't get the healthcare from the VA that they fucking needed. If I was goddamn Israel, that would be the best goddamn 30-year plan I could have ever cocked up.
That would be
because it went great for them, didn't it?
It would be pretty smart to do it like that. If I was Israel, I'd probably do the same.
Think about why this administration is so buddy-buddy with Saudi Arabia and Israel. It's like Emperor Palpatine playing both sides.
Yeah, I mean,
that's what he did, didn't he? That's what Palpatine did. That's how Palpatine took over the Galactic Senate. He played both sides. He ran the separatists, and he played, the democracy freedom fighter.
That's true. It's been a while since I've seen Star Wars.
My spouse had never seen Star Wars, and so we watched all of them. Now we're on to the sequels right now. We even did Clone Wars. So, they've been freaking the fuck out this whole time because like, oh my god, this is shit that's actually happening right now. Like, oh my god, we watched all of Andor. The Andor was what started it because like
I haven't seen it. Is Andor any good? I've heard everyone loves it.
Yes, Andor is the only good thing that's come out of modern Star Wars. Everything else is trash. Okay, Rogue One and Andor. Those are the only two things that have been good since 2003.
You want to hear my crazy hot take about Star Wars?
Hit me.
Last Jedi wasn't that bad, y'all. Y'all are overreacting. Y'all are overreacting. It had some good ideas. It did fall flat.
Okay.
It fell a little flat.
Okay. There were some good moments. Okay, so like I can't spoil anything. Marcus, stop listening. The Death Star planet, right? That thing is great. On the surface, it looks like dog shit. Everyone hated it. But when you watch Andor, they explain it.
Oh, Luca Big Pants. He says in chat, you can tell him my micro celebrity friend Luca Big Pants from Glimbo's Gold says that Andor is the best one.
Andor is.
Yeah, have you ever heard of Glimbo's Gold?
I have not. Is that a game?
It's like a TikTok that he made. That's like kind of like a game. He's like, "Have you stole my friend Glimbo's gold?" And then Glimbo's like, blah, 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 blah. It's like it went crazy on Russian YouTube.
Fun little character
for some reason.
Okay, yeah, that tracks.
I have him right. I have a little
big Gopnik energy,
Yeah, I have a little tiny one right here.
Okay, yep, no, I can see that. I can see Russians loving that. Yeah. It's the extra thick eyebrows that really do it, No, here's my thing, right? I'm actually okay. I found out some family history a couple of years after my grandpa died. My mom's side, their family name was Jazorski, which we assume Polish. My dad's side, Smeltzer, so that's German. Now, doing digging, paperwork, immigration papers, 1911, Ellis Island, great-great-great-great-great-granddad, country of origin, Russia. Ooh. He fled the Russian Revolution to Poland with a Polish identity. So, I'm half Russian and I'm half German. So not only am I bipolar, but I'm also bipolish.
Funniest man alive, guys. Funniest man alive. Samuel Smeltzer. The one and only. Wait, okay. Now things are gonna get real. Foreign policy question. Where do you stand if you say you get into office? What do you do regarding the Russia-Ukraine war? If anything. I mean, you can say nothing. You can say, I'm not interested.
Do you know the game DCS World? It's a video game.
No.
You fly fighter jets. You use flight sticks, like with lots of buttons.
Okay, I've heard of it. Right? Yeah.
It's the most realistic. It's the most realistic flight simulator out there. I learned how to fly the F-16. It took me like 400 hours to get really good at it. The map I fly in is the Caucasus Mountains over there in fucking Ukraine, basically. So when it comes to my stance against Russia, I am very much against Russia. I'm very much for giving Ukraine old weapons that are expiring or just sitting there not being used.
Yeah.
Send them. Let them have it, right? So we'll give them F-16s. We'll give them AIM-120s. Give them AIM-9Xs, right? give them the data link using AWACS, right? Let's give Ukraine all of the support that we can without burdening ourselves too much. Now, what Ukraine has been able to do with a lot of the cash that we've given them is buy things like drones, which absolutely astonishing. Best use of taxpayer dollars ever. Because I know the Caucasus are not in Ukraine like at all. I know, but like the maps in DCS World are continent sized. So you fly over to fucking Ukraine from the Caucasus Mountains. Like, okay, the Syria map, you can go from Turkey to Egypt.
That's pretty big to me. Is it like actually to scale? Like it takes you like 16 hours to fly? What the fuck?
No, it doesn't take you 16 hours to fly from Turkey to Egypt. I mean,
yeah, no.
Not in a fighter jet.
Yeah, how long would that take? A fighter jet?
Depends on what jet you're flying. So if you're doing something like a F-15 Eagle and you don't have anything on the pylons and you're just running internal tanks, you can fly at Mach 2.2. Just fucking fly, baby. It'd take you like a half hour to fly from Turkey to Egypt.
Damn.
Now, if you're flying something like an A-10 Warthog, definitely like an hour flight. Hour and a half, maybe.
That's still pretty good. It takes me like 2 hours to fly to Montreal. It takes 5 to go to LA. I mean,
thank you, Smiley. Well, that's because commercial jets, they can only fly at 300.
Yeah, that was just my point of reference.
500 knots.
That's where I came up with 16 hours. I was being a little hyperbolic, but I was like, no way they're that much faster.
No,
they're
fighter
that much
jets
faster.
are fast.
I did not think
okay,
about
so here's the thing. When you're flying an F-16, F-16s are a little bit more fuel efficient because they're basically like a Mazda Miata of a fighter jet. They're amazing. F-16 is one of the best fighter jets the United States has ever made. The F-15, the F-16, 10 toes down. The F-18, it's okay. I like it, but not my first pick. I will take an F-16 or an F-15 over an F-18 all day, every day. And that's just because the weapons loadouts that you can put on them, the abilities of the aircraft themselves, the how fast you can fly, how high you can fly, how far you can fly, all of that stuff matters when you are taking on a different role. And so I just avoid the F-18. Just whatever. I don't want it. I'll take the F-16 all day. But anyway, back to taxpayer funds. Now,
back to Ukraine, Russia.
Now, fuel. Do you know why the United States switched from the gold standard to the petrodollar?
I know that Richard Nixon did like whatever to make us a fight. What is it? Not FICO currency. What is it called? Fiat currency. Yeah. So I don't know much more than that.
We decided to go to the petrodollar because our United States military-industrial complex consumed so much oil every second of every day in the terms of diesel, raw oil, jet fuel, that it made financial sense to back our currency with oil rather than gold.
Yeah.
Because we just consume that much every day.
We made a deal, I believe, with Saudi Arabia or maybe some other oil country.
That deal actually ended.
And it ends. Yeah, it ended this year. The deal was
it ended this year.
All transactions regarding oil have to be done with US dollar.
US dollar.
And it's the worst possible time for it to expire. That just happened. So
China is the new world power. China won.
They want slow and steady. Slow and steady wins the race. Chat.
I have an image. It might be. It should be safe for Twitch. It's a cartoon image, so it's like
it'll be fine.
It's a little. Let's see if I could find it. Well, my meme folder is so scuffed. Like Jesus Christ. Okay, back to Charlie Kirk. If guns make us so safe, why am I dead?
Where did that come from?
My meme folder, man. If guns make us so safe, why am I dead?
he did die though. You laugh, you lose the election.
Damn it! I lost. All right, but it's my own meme. Am I allowed to laugh at my own meme?
Yeah. They're already on. They're already up your ass because of that meme. You might as well keep laughing at it.
Honestly, like it's the worst part too because it's such a good one and they keep posting it everywhere. Like, oh, okay. Do you remember that right-wing slop show called The New Norm?
Do I remember? I can quote the entire pilot episode verbatim right now.
Okay. 9.9 times out of 10, right-wing slop falls flat on its face. But this will live rent-free in my head forever. This is the funniest fucking image on the entire fucking internet.
You're non-binary? Oh, and my pronouns are he, him, her, and me. It's been so long since I've done this bit. I actually can't remember. I used to be able to do the entire however many minutes episode word for word.
They cooked so hard with that. You're not binary. It's like, that's me. Oh my god.
Try Regina or whatever it calls itself. My
the funniest though. Like, oh god, okay. Reading the right-wing slop that's written about me, unironically, they can come up with the funniest shit ever. Like, I really do appreciate it when they put a little bit of effort into it. You know, one guy on Instagram made like a hype reel of some of my best videos and best live stream moments. And he was trying to make me look like a loser because it's what conservatives hate, is, you know, how based I am. And it was the best video ever. Like, he took all of my coolest things and he put them in a video. And so I was like, dude, can I give you like $5 for this? This is great. He blocked me.
You know,
I'm trying to be nice.
These guys are they're losers, man. At the end of the day,
they're wieners.
They're wieners.
They're just losers. Fucking wieners.
They're weird.
They're weird loser wieners.
Do you think if you, for whatever reason, got a meeting with Trump in the Oval Office, it would go as well as the Mamdani meeting? You think you could win him over with some sweet talk?
I would show up with one of those joke prop hands that pulls away.
I think that tells us the rest of the story. He'd probably get a kick out of it.
And then I'd have one of those flowers that squirts water at you. Like, I would just go full Looney Tunes with it. Like, what else are you supposed to do?
He'd probably
do you live in the fun?
He'd like, he's an entertainer at heart. So he'd probably.
All right, I'll have you know, this house was built in the 60s. Okay, I didn't have choice in this floor, and it is coming out. The other room is halfway done. We just gotta move everything from this room to that room when that room's done, and then move it all back when this room's done. Woof.
Are you a big FNAF head?
I know a bit about it. I've never played it, but being on the internet, I watched the movie. I watched the movie. I thought it was pretty good. I gave it like, okay, if they would have taken out 30 minutes of, feel bad for the family, it would have been a 10 out of 10 movie. Like, straight up. Like,
no, I see what you're saying. I've never seen it, but I've seen movies just like that where I'm like, I don't care. Just get back to the fun thing.
Mint, I don't think you would want this flooring. This house had a small flood a long time ago when the power went out for a while, so we had to do a lot of work when we moved in. Let's just say, even with the peak house prices, we still got this one at kind of a steal. So, yeah, it's seasoning.
Now, here's an important question.
Seasoning. Hit me.
Tomorrow is the Game Awards. Will you be watching? And what predictions do you have for the night? Any announcements that you're looking forward to, or trailers that might come out?
Okay. I am wanting Half-Life 3.
Yes!
More than anything.
Yes!
More than anything.
Yes!
I want Half-Life 3. I want Half-Life 3 so bad I can taste it. Like,
I'm such
Mr.
a believer.
Freeman.
Rise.
Mr. Freeman.
Bro, they know.
Rise and shine, Mr. Freeman.
They know how much I'm excited that it may happen. It may not happen, chat, but it also may happen.
Okay, Expedition 33, I would like to see Game of the Year. 10 out of 10. Monster Hunter Wilds, I don't want to see them have any awards other than visual. Like good visuals, like Monster Hunter Wilds. Absolutely 10 out of 10 on the visuals. I was pretty bored with it overall. Like, I went through the story and I was like, I felt like they could have done a better job compared to some of the other Monster Hunter games. They could have done better. So, now other games, right? Didn't Warhammer come out this year?
I don't know.
Okay, so
probably
did. I've played a bit of that. 2025 has been a blur, let me tell you. So if Warhammer came out this year, I'd like to see that game get some awards because great, beautiful. Like, love it. I know very little about the Warhammer lore, but I support the community as long as it's the trans queer side of Warhammer.
Yeah, that's one of those communities where if there was ever a meetup, they would like there'd be an awkward moment.
Yep.
There'd be the Hitlerites and then the furries, and they'd be like, yeah.
Guys, shit.
It's like Fallout New Vegas.
The Hitler furries. And then you get the Hitler furries that are like, guys, come on, can we please just get politics out of this for once and play a game?
Dude, that's a big problem. Is the Hitler furries? That's a big deal.
It's a huge problem. I hate it.
Okay, wait. Oh, I was gonna ask something. If Half-Life 3 is not announced
we talked about Stop Killing Games.
If Half-Life 3 is not announced by the time you get in office, will you append it to your digital?
I will personally drag Gabe Newell to Congress
and testify. What the fuck, Gabe? It's been 2 decades and a half now.
Okay, did you play Half-Life Alyx?
Hell yeah, I did. Yeah.
I'm sorry, the game's been out for how long? You can watch a YouTuber play it.
6 years.
Spoilers. Yeah, exactly. Spoilers. The end of Half-Life Alyx confirms Half-Life 3.
Now that
Gabe Newell himself
basically said it in the documentary. He said, the opportunities that they're not pertinent. He said it, we're making it. But my thing is, like,
said there's 8 people working on it.
My thing
in their spare time.
My thing is, like, they at the ending of Half-Life Alyx, that they announced that they want to make it, but I'll believe it when I see it type deal, you know. I know they want to make it so bad, and we know that they've been working on it through
I think they don't know how to finish the story.
I think the story's done. I think they finished it.
Okay, but here's the problem. At the end of Half-Life 2, Episode 2, they show off the ship in the Antarctic that was from Aperture Science.
The Borealis.
So, the fuck? I want Portal 3 and Half-Life 3. I want Orange Box 2, bitch. The fuck? Anyway.
The thing is, the thing that was awkward about it was, like, they ended Half-Life 2 Episode 2 with a cliffhanger that was supposed to be resolved within, like, 2 to 3 hours, because the final episode was just going to be as long as the other episode, right? Yep. But then they're in this position where we're not going to do the episode, we're going to do a full game. So now they have to take that cliffhanger and make it a 16-hour resolution instead, which is why I think they retconned it in Alyx, so that
because they wanted to do a different story.
Then now the story has to be different now, because it's got to be longer. We got to make it more interesting.
And it also it also still works with G-Man's power as well. So they're still working within the universe that they built.
At first I didn't like it, but then I came around to it. I was like, all right, no, it actually makes a lot of sense in a weird way.
If we get Portal 3, Half-Life 3, and if Half-Life 3 is cross VR and mouse keyboard, we'd have world peace. Just saying.
I think Vladimir Putin, Zelensky, Bibi Netanyahu, and Hassan Piker would all meet up, and they'd hug it out, and then
we'd have a good gaming session together. You know, that'd be a great live stream. Well, Portal 3 and Half-Life 3 are tied together, so they'd have to do Orange Box 2.
I don't think they're gonna make a Portal 3.
No, check this out. Check this out. Right, they're doing Deadlock. Right, is that the new game?
They are doing Deadlock. That's the name.
All right, so they're doing Deadlock. We have HLX. Right? Do you know what HLX is?
But I have been following the story closely. Okay, I know HLX, so much about HLX. It's embarrassing.
HLX is the hardware, it's the software interpretation lighting layer. HLX. That's all it is. HLX is the software protocol that Valve developed to interpret the RTX shadow structure into into their engine, so that way it can run on Steam Deck and the new hardware.
That's not all it is. HLX is a code name that they're using for a project they're working on, and we can see code snippets every time they update Deadlock and CS2 because it's the same engine. People can data mine it.
What they're doing is they're updating the lighting software for those so that way it'll be compatible with all future hardware. Because the problem that we have with SteamOS is there is too many Microsoft C++ redistributable pack.
Yeah, I know what you're trying to say. Redistributable packs.
Thank you. that use Microsoft Visual Studio, and they use C++ elements that don't work in Linux. So this is where we have problems with compatibility with games, with where Valve is trying to be the monopoly with games. And this is where I actually am scared, because we are giving Valve all this money and all this power, all this trust. Like, my Steam library is worth 15 grand. Granted, I didn't pay that. I only paid like 6 grand for it because I buy my shit on sale, baby. But, you know, that's 15 years of games collections. And if Steam servers go offline overnight, all my content's gone. What do we do as a society when that happens?
I don't know. We storm the Capitol again, I guess.
We have Blue J6.
Blue J6. And it's at Valve headquarters, too.
Well, they're in Washington, so we'd have to, like, do type split attack.
I guess we pull straws, right? Anyway, either way, though. Either way, these code snippets that people are getting from HLX, I'm not 100% sure how the data mining process works, but the lines of code are there. And it's like stuff like there's an HEV suit in whatever this codename HLX is. There's a Zen Gorilla in whatever this codename is. And there was like a few other things that were like, well, this has to be Half-Life. Like there was some way they were able to figure out that they deduced that it's a single player first person shooter game. Yeah. And also
think about this.
Wait, they've got Deadlock. But think about this. HLX was also the code name for Half-Life 2 Episode 2 when it was in development and they didn't have like.
Think about Half-Life. All right, think about Portal. What was it? Portal 1, Team Fortress 2, Half-Life 2, Half-Life 2 Episode 1, Half-Life 2 Episode 2. You had 5 games.
Orange box.
The orange box changed gaming forever.
It did.
Valve would be the type of person to do Orange Box 2, Deadlock, Half-Life 3, Portal 3.
I see that. There hasn't been a lot of evidence that they're working on a Portal 3, but there is a lot of evidence that they're working on something called TF, Project TF. Which
who knows?
Who knows what that could be?
This is think about having congressional hearings about gaming.
It'd be way more productive than Roblox whatever.
Protest. Smiley, I will not do a protest of Roblox. I'm actually going to shut Roblox down. I'm
sorry. He's my politician. He's my politician. I've been saying to these guys for so long, Roblox is nothing but plagiarism and AI slop and Hitlerites. It's the worst fucking thing ever made. I want you to shut it down so bad. Oh, man.
Okay, so, all right. Do you know the sheriff of Genesee County, Chris Swanson?
No, not at all. Well, did he groom kids on Roblox? Is that the plot twist?
No. So, Sheriff Chris Swanson is one of the cool cops in the country.
Okay, now, cool.
He has billboards around Lansing. Ghost. You ever see the yellow billboard? It's on the digital side over at Frandor. I haven't been to Lansing
in forever. I'm like an hour away drive from Lansing. Gotcha. I'm in Novi. If you know about Novi.
Because you're both right. Mint is dying right there. So, Genesee County runs Ghost, and they are very good at catching online predators, specifically through Roblox. Him and Chris Hansen have been working together. I watched Chris Hansen on his... Yeah.
Chris Hansen and the Roblox Predator stuff.
Yep, that's done through Chris Hansen's channel, True Blue Network, True Blue TV. Chris Swanson is on there half the time because they do things in Flint, Saginaw, that whole area, Genesee County, big county.
Yeah.
And I got to meet Chris at a fundraising event or at one of the at the Phillips Apple Orchard over there in St. John's, Michigan. Got to chat with him for a bit about, hey, I want to ban Roblox. Just the biggest grin on his face. I said, hey, I want to put young people to work with the Hyperstate Project. He's like, tell me about that. And I told him all about it. He's like, dude, this will help auto accidents. Yeah. So,
bro, if the Predator thing's got to be the thing that does it, get Roblox out of here, man. Just get it out.
Roblox, get him out of here.
Just get it out of here. Oh, but Smiley wants me to show you my Roblox avatar. This might be this might be the thing that, like, if there was ever going to be a thing that you got to cut this interview short, it's probably my Roblox avatar.
Oh, no. How bad is it? I remember when Kanye did the Roblox thing with what's his face? Like,
oh yeah, with Lil Pump.
Yeah, with Lil Pump. Do you know how many Hitlerites he made that day?
No one knows. All right, I'm gonna show it on stream. You have my stream up, right?
All right. Yeah, I'm watching. I'm watching it.
This is my Roblox avatar. So if you allow me to explain myself,
it's an Israel clown.
It's Israel Pomni Boy Kisser. On So if you let me explain myself, one of my viewers, Smiley here, showed me this server on Roblox, this game, where it's for whatever it just attracts Hitler people. It's just church, like it's just
radiating Hitler particles.
Well, like, the map is just a church, and you roleplay and you talk to people. For whatever reason, all these Hitlerites come there. So I'm like, I made up an avatar to rage bait. That's what I came up with.
I'm gonna have to dab on the. I'm gonna have to do a Blinkerton for that one.
And man, it's the funniest.
Let me tell you, Icarus. Let me tell you, Icarus. You're flying close to the sun there. That's some base shit.
Oh, yeah.
That's edgy. When people talk about edgy humor, that's edgy.
It could get worse. I've seen worse, but it's pretty good. It's up there.
No, that one's straight 9.5 out of 10. You got Boy Kisser, and you got Pomni. Yeah, Israel. Goddamn. Roblox. Fam. Why aren't you running for Congress? Holy shit. With that.
Dude, I think because they would make fun of me the way they make fun of you, but I would probably just get sad. I'd be like, oh they're man. Right. Dude, I am a weirdo.
Okay. This is one of the weirdest things that convinced me long time ago I should actually run for politics. You know VR chat, right?
Oh yeah. Oh, we know about VR chat too.
We got my VR headset right here, baby.
I got a Valve Index. That's my flex on you. I got the Valve Index.
I sold my Valve Index.
Okay, well.
I downgraded because I got tired of the wires.
Yeah.
So
that the Steam frame though. The Steam.
Yes, I'm so excited for the Steam frame. Let's go Steam frame. I took the time to learn how to build my own avatar, and I paid someone to do my base in Blender. And then from there, I did everything else. So I added tons of different suits to my avatar. Just like in real life, I've got suits. I've got digital suits too.
Did you post this on one of your socials? Because that sounds familiar.
Yeah, yeah. So I'll do.
I found your VR chat video.
Yeah, so I'll do some live streams in VR chat where I'll be in the Oval Office, and
that's right,
having fun on TikTok. You know, just asking chat what they think, what they want. You know, ways that we could do things better. So I've got my whole thing set up so I can actually do interviews from VR chat, like proper camera and everything. I can even bring my blue screen into it too. So I didn't fully go all out for this interview. I'm sorry. We're having fun here.
I didn't go all out either.
The Gabe glasses. We got the Gabe cube and the Gabe glasses.
He doesn't even do anything for them anymore, but it's always going to be Gabe's company. You know what I mean?
You know, here's the thing.
It's Gabe all the way.
He runs good customer support. He run Gabe glasses. God damn it. I know who Unsound Bunyan Jr. is.
Unsound Bunyan Jr.? Who is that?
Yeah, in the chat. Guys? That's one of my guys. Or if you want a piece of the FNAF floor, I'll save some for you next time I take out the trash. I'll pull a couple of tiles out and put them in the collectibles area. Okay. Yay! There you go. I got you, Mint.
Mintax is great.
So today, Lansing City Pulse did their article on me, right, featuring my campaign. Let's see, what did they title it? The most serious troll you'll ever meet.
I read that today during my research.
Yeah, let's pull this up on stream.
Okay. Well, did you? Yeah, you got it here. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I said it to you.
City Pulse. I was actually gonna ask you about some stuff they said here, but I forgot what it was.
Yeah. Pull it up. Hit me with it.
But are we gonna read the whole thing right now?
Whatever you want. It's up to you.
It called you a local cryptid. I thought that was funny.
Yeah. That's great. I love that. I show up, randomly. It's weird because real life and in the furry convention, when I'm not in my suit, nobody knows who I am.
Oh, Batman.
Complete Clark Kent. Like, it's just the glasses. It really is just the round glasses. That's it. Maybe the top hat. Maybe the top hat and the glasses combined. That's what throws people off.
Yeah.
You know?
But to be fair, there's probably more than one person that looks like you, but there's not a lot of people that look like your costume. Like probably zero.
Exactly.
Zero Badger weed Michigan guys.
If I can't win with money, I gotta win with style.
Hey, you got my
I would
vote.
love to do it. I would love to do an interview with Wendigoon. Like, I love Wendigoon. They'd be great content.
Just use me as a stepladder and not get to someone that's twice my viewership, and then do that as many times as you can. You get Wendigoon. He'd probably give you the time of day. He seems like the kind of guy.
You know who Justin Wang is on YouTube?
You know who Justin Wang is. I've met him a few times.
Yeah, he used to follow me on Twitter. I don't use Twitter anymore, but yeah. So he doesn't use Blue Sky, so But yeah, Justin knows about what I'm.
We need to get you back on Twitter, because it's like it'd be really funny. That's no other reason. It should be funny. Okay. You probably have your reasons you're not on it though. So.
Well, Elon Musk personally banned me.
Really?
He himself banned me. Yep.
How do you figure it?
So Michael Dell made a post. You know the billionaire Michael Dell?
Mike Lindell, the My Pillow guy?
No. Michael Dell, the guy that made Dell computers.
I don't know anything about him besides what you just told me now. I know about Dell. I know about Dell.
Yeah, Michael Dell.
Michael Dell,
billionaire. He's actually in the news right now because he's giving $250 to every new parent. Bitch, it's 20 grand to have a baby. $250 isn't even a fucking copay for the pain meds that I get at the pharmacy after my, nether regions got split in half by a human life form being squirted out. But yeah, thanks, billionaire Michael Dell. That $250 is going to be a great starting seed for my child in the future. Anyway,
that's true.
Michael Dell said scarcity creates value, and I replied, capitalism is a sickness. So you can pull this one up on stream. I'm really proud of this one.
Okay.
This one popped the fuck off. And
I may have seen this, to be honest. I can't remember, but
3 days this thing was cooking, and then my account was permanently banned because of the post where I said in a reply to someone, well, yeah, I think America deserved 9/11, but I think you're being a bit over dramatic.
That would do it. That'd be the one that gets you.
And so it's like the free speech platform, banned me for violent rhetoric because.
Have you tried this trick? This is a secret trick that I don't want to tell you, but when you get banned on Twitter, just write in the appeal thing, say like, I believe I'm being censored for my right-wing views.
It doesn't work when Elon bans you himself. Because you know what happens? He opens up Twitter and he sees all of the current bangers and he sees me. He's like, well, fuck this furry. Ban.
Probably. So, that's what I would do if I was him.
There you go. If I was him, I'd do the same thing.
Smiley asked you a question. What's your opinion on Netflix taking Warner Bros? They took it.
Again, I will get banned from the internet if I say the things that I want to say.
Are you a big movie guy? You like going to the theater? I'm a big movie guy.
I'm allergic to corn and wheat.
Oh, well
and I love movies.
Rules that out.
I love movies. I love the art of telling a story. All right. Do you like Smiling Friends?
Hell yeah, I like Smiling Friends.
Fuck yeah. Like there's something about people that enjoy Smiling Friends that understand what it takes to make a good movie.
Yeah.
I
don't know if I've noticed that before, but I'm sure it exists. I'm sure it's a thing.
I mean, you go to furry conventions, you talk to tens of thousands of people, hey, what's your special interest? So I have some friends that will not watch movies and will not watch television.
Just like what do you do? What are you living for?
They will watch YouTube, you know?
Oh, don't give me that. You watch YouTube, but you won't watch
Peak? Not watch a movie. I've tried to watch movies with them. A couple of my friends, they just absolutely refuse to, won't. TV shows, still won't. New Smiling Friends comes out. Unsound Bunyan Jr. there, and it calls me on Discord, and we watch it together on Discord, you know, with my spouse. So we're going to watch it together, right? Smiling Friends movie would be so good. Yeah. No, straight up.
Have you seen Ha Ha You Clowns?
I have not.
I am. It's hard to recommend because if it doesn't hit, it doesn't hit, and you think I'm a crazy person. But if you watch it and it hits,
is it Adult Swim?
It's Adult Swim.
Okay, that tracks.
It's my favorite show on TV right now. It's so funny, but it's surreal humor. So I think you'd get it. You seem like you'd be in the know. You'd get it. But like a normal person would be like, why does anyone find this funny? This is not funny at all.
Well, Mint, I understand that. I get that sentiment. And Mint says, I don't watch TV shows or movies because I watch YouTube because mostly because I rarely like shows. It's hard to find a good show. When you do find a good show, though, you know, it's hard to have that give. That's why anime is so much fun too, because anime, you can get some really good stories, some really good scenarios and characters, like, you know, Tenga Toppa and Gurren Lagann, one of the best. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, one of the best. Gundam 00 is my all-time favorite anime. Nothing will ever top it. I don't care. That's the one that completely changed my way of thinking about how we can just do everything on Earth. Like, that entire anime from beginning to end completely changed everything about my entire life. And I know that sounds crazy and cringe.
Not to me, but it takes. Not to me.
Well, have you seen it?
No. Okay. Actually, chat gets on my ass for this. They don't like this about me. I have not seen any anime. I know, right? I have not watched. And it's not like it's a rule that I follow. It's just I haven't, like, because I don't even really see it like as a genre. It's like, tell me about a show. If it sounds interesting, I'll watch it. And I just haven't watched any animes yet. But okay. I'll get around. I won't write it off.
Neon Genesis is cool. Neon Genesis is deep. Not your best first starter for an anime. Yeah, we should definitely watch it.
I've read some mangas though. I've read Blame. Blame is so good.
Okay, Blame is a good one. That is really good. How do you plan to save Michigan with memes alone? Well, it's not going to be with the memes alone. The memes is how I get followers, supporters, and volunteers. And with an army of badgers, then we can do the real work that needs to be done.
Well, speaking of badgers in movies, have you seen thousands of hundreds of badgers? Oh no, it's hundreds of beavers. Never mind.
Hundreds of beavers.
Bad transition. I haven't seen that one. It's a really silly movie. Let's move on. That was awkward.
All right. So going back to Gundam 00. It takes place in the future when Earth has run out of oil and the entire planet is separated into 3 power blocks. Americas, North America, South America, Europe, Africa, and then Russia, China, / Australia.
Thank God finally someone's making a show without politics.
Yeah, exactly. The whole thing. Now, beginning to end. Now, the world collectively worked together to build 3 space elevators and a ring around Earth that's all solar panels. So they built a giant solar panel ring, the 3 space elevators to connect everything together. And this is the world in the year 2500, whatever, right? They have the exact date in the show. Now, this is where all the politics comes in. The world has been in a Cold War state. Every block is building their own technology secretly, and they're kind of like showing it off with little war games, but nobody's actively fighting. And there's all sorts of tiny countries that are being taken advantage of for their resources, because obviously you need a lot of stuff to build all of this stuff. And
of course,
they got some of the stuff from space, but a lot of it came from Earth. So it fucked up a lot of things. So the best thing about this anime is it gives proper representation to real people, real places, real events, real times.
Okay.
So the Kurdish people get real representation. It represents the Middle East.
I'm gonna write it down in my notes. What was it called again?
Gundam 00.
Gundam 00.
Yep.
I'm gonna run this by my anime guy and see if he likes it, and then or if he's seen it or not, and then watch it.
This is like the most political, most amazing show about what we as humans should be doing with our spare time. Now, I'm not going to get into spoilers. There are 4 main characters. The primary pilot, he's Middle Eastern. He's Kurdish. He's from goddamn fucking Syria, basically. Like, they say Syria without saying it, right? There is somebody from Ireland. There is somebody that was a failed Russian human experiment.
Huh?
And yeah.
Aren't all Russians failed human experiments? Boom!
Hey,
Russia
now,
this.
I'm half Russian. You're actually right on that one. Damn. But it does the failed Russian guy, he's got two personalities. He's got his normal, like, hey, I'm a cool guy. That's nice. And then the personality that the government split into his brain, and that guy just kills. He just kills. That's all he does. He just kills. He's totally unhinged. So it's some really good character development with everyone involved. The goal, spoiler episode 1, the guys that fly the big Gundam robots, the cool ones, the good guys, what they're doing is they're collectively pissing off the entire world to make them stop fighting. Like, hey,
common enemy.
Exactly.
Like Watchmen.
So it's like the Watchmen, exactly. So the Gundam pilots, the Gundam masters, they come in and they say, hey, the rest of the world, we will destroy all of your military toys because we can, and you can't stop us. And so they do. That's the whole plot. And so the world collectively has to work together to try to stop the Gundam pilots. And then so they do kind of like a South Park, what did we learn at the end of the day, class? So that's 56 episodes I've kind of condensed for you.
All right. You know what? I'm not going to write it off. It sounds pretty interesting. Have you seen Pluribus?
I have not seen Pluribus yet. That one's on my list.
That's peak as hell. That's just so good. We're loving it right now. This season's not done yet, but we're loving it so far.
Also, yes, I'm reading chat, guys.
Yeah, Kovneski, that's my friend in the National Guard.
Oh, perfect. Hey, let's go.
And he is Ukrainian, so he's very passionate about the UA-Russia war. And he wasn't here to take earlier. If you want to.
Oh yeah, no, I support Ukraine. I want to give Ukraine all of our old and expiring munitions. I want to give them our F-16s. I want to give them our AIM-120s. I want to give them our AIM-9Xs. I want to give them our Patriot missiles. I want to give them every bit of our hardware that we can that's expiring or not used to support them in fighting back Russia. I fucking hate Russia and I hate Vladimir Putin. I do not hate the Russian people, but I hate what he's done. And so I think that the money that we have given to Ukraine has, from the surface, seem to have been spent pretty well with what they've done with the drones and fighting back. Some good use of money right there. Because hey, go ahead.
Maybe it's just my circles, but like I have a hard time finding people with all my same political opinions and then also this opinion on Russia, Ukraine. I don't know if it's just my luck, but it feels like a lot of the time they either don't care or they kind of secretly like Russia or.
No, like, okay, Ukraine is a massive country. It's like half the size of the United States. And there are millions upon millions upon millions of people there that have their own lifestyle, their own culture, their own, governance that they've been accustomed to since they signed, what was it, the Budapest Memorandum? Well, that was it,
I'm
right?
sure AJ could tell us, but I'm not 100% positive.
So they signed that agreement. Ukraine gave their nukes to Russia, and they said, hey, Russia, you will never invade, and if you do, NATO is going to support us. It's a pretty fucking good agreement.
Yeah.
All things considered. Considering that Pizza Hut was directly responsible for the fall of the USSR, I think that was a good agreement. You didn't know that? Pizza Hut is directly responsible for the fall of the USSR.
Pretend I'm not familiar with this, or explain to the people in chat.
All right, so Gorbachev comes to America, right? Visits America. You know that happens, right?
Yep.
Okay, so
and they
Ronald
took
Reagan
a photo with H.W. Bush in front of the 9/11 place. I remember that part.
Reagan's trying to sell Gorbachev on capitalism, right? And he goes,
try a classic Coke. That's what I imagine it was.
He goes, come on, Gorby, let's go down to a Pizza Hut and have a personal pan pizza. Mikhail Gorbachev tastes a fucking Pizza Hut personal pan pizza from the fucking, from 1990, right? Peak. When Pizza Hut was at their peak,
best.
when they had the salad bars.
I remember early 2000s.
We used to have it so good. We used to have it so good in this country. Look what the billionaires took from us. Look what they took from you, Western man. They took your salad bar at fucking Pizza Hut. Gone forever, but not forgotten. Now, Gorbachev goes, holy fucking shit. This is the best thing ever. I love this. Look at there's families here. This is community. This is culture. This is fun. Now, he takes that back to Russia. They open up a Pizza Hut. 6 months later, collapse of the USSR. So, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm just looking at the evidence of my eyes and my ears and putting together the process of events.
Well, correlation does equal causation, is what they say.
So, yep. Pizza Hut was directly responsible for the USSR.
AJ's wants a reminder of what you're running for. If you want to say it, or I can say it.
Yes, I'm running for Michigan's 7th Congressional District to unseat Tom Barrett for the United States House of Representatives.
This is basically him convincing me to vote for him. We're in the same district. I could be the swing vote.
Doing my best.
How many people vote in the Democratic primaries for the congressional thing in the Michigan 7th district? It's probably like 9. All right, I'm there. I'm going to be the tie-breaking vote.
No, you all ready for this?
Swap it over to MI7.
Every once in a while, like once a month, on a Saturday night when the students are in town, I'll get dressed up and walk up and down Grand River for an hour, handing out flyers to the students. They take selfies with me. They open up my trifold.
Trifold.
They open up one of my trifolds. All right. So it looks very professional on the front, but also silly. Right? You got American flag, get the propaganda. You got the, USSR epitaph because, community, right? Vote Elion, Michigan 7th District. Open it up. More info. Website. QR code. Policies. Page 1. Universal health care and the drug. It's very simple policies, right? Easy to read, easy to understand. If you open it up, get some more cool stuff.
This is like you're the young person vote based on your policies alone. You're the young people vote because this is all the shit that they say. The hyperstate thing is like that's. I thought that was just going to be an international train system, but it's more than that, right? You want the Autobahn.
I want to connect it to Canada. Yeah, I want to connect it to Canada too. Like Canada can get on board. Choo choo. Mexico as well. Like the only way we can ever properly address climate change is through mass train transit systems. Private planes, jets still use fossil fuels. They still put those fossil fuels in the atmosphere. You're still burning carbon. Cars still burning carbon. You can make them as fuel efficient as you want. You can make them as electric as you want. Electric cars are merely the cough syrup. Trains are the cure to the disease.
Right.
I want the goddamn cure.
It still costs carbon emissions to make an electric car, which would normally be okay, but people don't buy a car and then drive it till the wheels fall off. They upgrade cars. It costs more to make it than it does output, my understanding. But it depends. The biggest carbon emitters is the U.S. Army or the military. Yes. To say the military as a whole, the whole complex.
Yep. So what I want to do with our military, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna bring back every single ship, boat, plane, submarine, all of it. We're gonna bring it all back home, and we're gonna guard every airport and harbor. So if a single billionaire tries to leave, whack his pee-pee.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Wait. Nuclear, yes or no for the honey badger? Nuclear energy.
Yes. I like thorium salt reactors. Those are pretty based, but nuclear energy
that's the one I'm thinking
10 years. Yeah. Nuclear energy takes 10 years to construct and get online and operational. 5 years if you're really pushing things like China does. I want nuclear energy, but I also want solar.
Yeah, I know. We can have both. You know, it's not mutually exclusive.
Yeah, it's exactly. We can have our cake and our ice cream, and we can get to
Yeah,
eat
we can
both.
have our uranium cake.
Hey,
Uh,
hey,
AJ with a real good question. What role do you think the U.S. should play in NATO? This is the
so
AJ make or break question right here.
the United States is kind of been the spearhead for NATO for what 30 plus 40 years. We have been unfortunately used as a tool of oppression to hold down impoverished countries so we can extract their natural resources. There's a problem with NATO and how we use military intervention in order to achieve our long-term goals. What I want is for our tax dollars to be used for healthcare, not for missiles and bombs. While I understand that having a strong military and a well-trained military and a adequately equipped military is important, quick response force. What we have is we have an entire military that has become so large that the country can't sustain it anymore. We need to scale back. We need to roll back.
Yeah.
Still supporting Ukraine every way we can. But me personally, what I don't understand is where so much anti-China rhetoric and resentment comes from, especially from liberal slash progressive crowds. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So one of my biggest things, right? I know China does have problems in their country where people are still experiencing exploited labor. Not everyone can be perfect. Now, social credit scores on the line with this opinion exactly because in China, the social credit score system is for corporations, not the people.
For their government. I also think their censorship laws are not as bad as people like say, but they still are a problem in my opinion. But like, it's not like.
Weren't we just joking about Elon Musk's banned me because I clapped down a billionaire too hard?
That's true.
Right?
That's true.
So we have our own censorship laws. It's just censorship through private corporations.
Yeah, exactly. I totally agree with you and all, but like I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying. I feel like
I want to work with China so that way we can make the world a better place. I think now here's my problem. China's death penalty is only loose on the billionaires. China doesn't just kill regular citizens. They publicly execute the billionaires that fuck
true?
up. Yes, they executed their.
That's funny. That's hilarious. I don't think we should be death penaltying anyone, even if they're like billionaires that I hate. I mean, it's funny to say that I want them to die because that's hilarious, but like at the end of the day, just you can put them in a box. I just don't think it's right to kill someone if you don't need to.
China executes 14. Wow, that's an old one. Jesus. Back in 2011, China executes 14 billionaires in 8 years.
Now, that's awesome. Okay, we got to get our numbers up.
Exactly. We got to pump those numbers up, baby. Like we've just got Brian Thompson and the submarine billionaire that
we didn't even kill them with the government. Like we required Mother Nature and Luigi to do that shit for us.
So the more recent one, Lai Xiaomin, former chairman of Huarong Asset Management, was executed in 2021 for taking over $1.1 billion in bribes. His case involves significant anti-corruption efforts by the state. Political message. Executing high-profile figures sends a strong message against corruption and challenges to the state.
Fuck it does, dude. It would do that. I wouldn't take $100 billion in bribes.
Well, one of the things that Xi Jinping has actually done is he's done a nationwide crackdown on children playing video games. So children get 2 hours of video games every day.
I've heard about that.
I like that. You know, good job, Xi Jinping. Get those children educated.
I think that's fine.
They have completely cracked down on ultra affluent social media content creators showing off their affluence. They don't like that. China wants their culture to be shared. So on social media, especially, you'll see a lot of, rural China doing a lot of, hard physical manual labor because, that is part of the Chinese culture. China's been around for 5,000 years. America's been here for 250. China could smell a fart in the time that America's been around. Let's be real.
Yep.
Like, sorry, I missed some chat here. The problem isn't even the volume of weapons. The problem is the defense contractor selling things like one-time use drones for 100K pop. Yep, it's all of the, it's all of the fingers. Like, they made fun of this in the original Independence Day movie from 1996. You remember that?
Yes. I don't remember the line, but I remember there was a scene about it, right?
You think they're paying $20,000 for a toilet seat?
Yeah. That's a good movie.
It is. China also refuses to allow their yuan to become the global reserve because it's going to be harder to control their billionaires if it does. Damn! Based. Holy shit.
Honestly, China not being allowed to ISS should be is that supposed to be considered?
Yeah.
Considered crime against humanity and punished.
Yeah, no, like China has their own China has their own station now. They're kicking the shit out of us.
That was like our thing. Like the one thing we had was like, oh, we're in space. Now they have space.
Yep, and then
they're gonna get.
No, they've got space.
Bold prediction: if we're gonna get a human on Mars, they're gonna be Chinese before they're American, unless there's a very dramatic change.
Mars. Okay, here's the thing: sending a human to Mars is
6 months
dumbest
trip, right?
It's the dumbest, riskiest, and worst use of resources we could ever do at this point in humanity's.
But it'd be fun.
It'd be funny, for the lulls. But okay, I've played too much Kerbal Space Program.
Yeah,
so I know how this works. I'm like, oh fuck, how do I explain this?
No, I get it. I play a little bit of Kerbal.
My greatest achievement in that game was building a single stage to orbit aircraft. Basically just built like an SR-71, but modified. And I flew it all the way to Duna and landed it. Couldn't get it back home. Fucking landed it. That's all that matters.
I've only ever been able to land on the moon or the Mun.
Yep.
I don't remember if I was ever able to make it back or not, but that was like I spent a long time.
I've been able to land on almost every planet in the game. Wait, kitty. Oh, Beast. Come here, bud. Come here, son. Come here. Yeah, come here, buddy. So Beast is a rescue kitty. Come here. We got him from the Constellation Cat Cafe. Come here, sweetheart. Yes, there you are. There. This is my boy. His name is Displacer Beast. He's a panther. He's afraid of everything. And he blinks around, so he doesn't make noise. This is very bright for him. Oh, okay. I'll let you down. There you go, my sweetie. Yes, good boy. He doesn't really like being held, but he loves being pet. So I can hold him for a second, and then he's like, okay, let me down. And yeah, so our two kitties are Gelatinous Cube and Displacer Beast, and they both act like they're perspective creatures. That's great.
Is that a reference to a game?
Dungeons and Dragons.
I mean, that's what I figured. Okay, I haven't played Dungeons and Dragons in like forever. I need a good group to play D&D with because it's like a lot of fun, but I never get the chance.
Yeah, you got to have a really good group in order to.
I want to be a DM. Cook I've never been able to be a DM. I think it'd be funny.
Man, there's you got to be extremely crafty and creative as a DM because usually your group is not going to do what you had planned for them to do. You're going to be like, all right, I set you guys up. You're going to go in and you're going to fall for this trap in the boss. And they're like, no, we're gonna go gap with the villagers for a half hour.
I think that'd be so fun for me though. Everyone gets off course and I just have to make shit up on the fly.
You really do. You really have to like improv to get everyone back on course. Like you got to be a professional yapper. Oh man,
gift of gab. My dad always says I have the gift of gab.
My mom said that I loved arguing so much that I should be a lawyer. Man, if she only knew. Right. She passed away in 2019. So
rest in peace, Mama Seltzer.
Yeah. Yeah, she if only she would have seen me running for running for Congress, she would have been like, "Damn, I was so close, huh?"
Would she be proud, or would you not have a good
Oh yeah.
relationship? Hell yeah!
Oh no. I mean,
Shout out
she would
Mama
be proud.
Selfish.
We didn't have the best relationship because she was an alcoholic. She was an addict till the day she died. So, that's where people die from their inability to access healthcare. They die because they can't access a therapist. They die because they can't access, support services. They die because there isn't a community around them to support them. And,
That's true.
it's 58 years old, 2 weeks after my 30th birthday, Friday the 13th. And the worst part was, right? I'd come up with a great new joke I was excited to tell her.
Oh no.
Doing IT contracting. Okay. I have to pick up my phone, right? Because people want to be like, hey, I need you to drive over here and plug this thing in to make the internet work again. $200, I'll be there in an hour. Right? Like, that's how I make my money. So every now and again, I get scam calls, right? And when you get scam calls, it always shows from your area code, right? Because they're spoofing from your area code because they're trying to get you to pick up the phone. Oh, maybe that's somebody I know. And so I kept getting spam calls, like one every minute. It was unbelievable. And so I thought to myself, wouldn't it be terrible if like one of those was like your dead mom? Because who deletes their dead mom's phone number from their phone? Like, it's been 6 years. I still haven't deleted her phone number from my phone. So I'm thinking to myself, like, this would be a funny ass Vine, all right? Like TikTok energy, right? Like, ring, mom. You've been dead for 5 years. Hello, buzz, click, whir, hiss. Hello, we've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. Fuck, right?
That's a good joke, especially at the time. 2017 you said, or 18?
It was 2019. So, Vine was already gone, but TikTok was just popping off. So, like, I wanted to make that a TikTok video, yeah. And so, I love telling my mom, all my fun video ideas because she loved watching my TikToks. And I was going to go see her the next day. And, my dad called me and said, I need to go to the hospital. So I had to drive 4 hours up north. And by the time I got there, the life support was the only thing keeping her heart going. She had already been brain dead. And so I got to tell my mom, my dead mom joke. And this is an older hospital, so you literally have to unplug the life support machine from the fucking wall like the goddamn cartoons.
Oh my.
And I'm just like, this is my life right now, man. Like, this is reality. Like, so I got to tell my dead mom joke as I got to unplug her life support from the wall. Like, absolutely unhinged. Like,
Jesus Christ.
So like, you kind of see where I'm like, silly and serious, but that's the thing. Like, it's so absurd. You can't help you have to laugh at it because like that's comedy, that's drama, right? Funny. You get the smiley face, you get the laughing face, and you get the frowning face, the crying face. That's what drama is. That's the human experience. That's what it means to be human, is to live and laugh, love and cry. Yeah, like,
can we get a W dead mom joke in chat for how
for real
hilarious
W was. For my dead mom joke. But she really taught me how to be funny. My dad has no sense of humor, so
it happens.
Yeah, exactly.
So, what's weird? Neither of my parents are funny at all. So we don't know where it came from. Yeah, I got lucky.
Maybe it was a recessive gene.
Could be. I never met my grandpa on my dad's side, but I heard he's very funny.
How does your funny bone feel?
My funny bone?
Oh my god. Yeah. On Sound Bunyan Jr., I killed his grandma with a lost meme. Oh, that one was funny. Okay, so his grandmother was passing away from dementia, home bed, right? And he's just texted me every night, God, I'm on grandma duty again. And he's playing Balatro on his Steam Deck nonstop.
Fuck yeah.
And so it's like 3 a.m. I wake up, I can't sleep. You know, I got shoulder problems, and so I'm scrolling through Reddit and I find the funniest Balatro lost meme ever. Fucking losing my mind, cackling. Like I have to get up and get out of bed so I don't wake up Marcus. Like I come downstairs laughing, send it to him. 10 minutes later, she's gone.
You're a monster.
I'm unstoppable. I'm 2 for 2, baby. So that's man, you want to talk about a bonding experience with your friends? Send him a lost meme and watch his grandma die.
I feel like a lot of that has to do with the timing. Is there anyone in chat with an alive grandma on the brink of death I could try this out with? Just let me know.
Wait, babe, which one of your grandparents is currently in hospice with dementia? We gotta send their nurse a lost meme. Test this theory out.
It could. I mean, we're 1 for 1.
So, oh man.
All right. I haven't had any more questions for like an hour at this point, by the way.
Hey, you know, this is kind of what's fun about it though, you know?
Yeah.
You got to shoot the shit. You gotta get to know somebody. So I saw somebody up there a long time ago posted my Ballotpedia. Did you ever go through my Ballotpedia?
I did go through your Ballotpedia a while ago. You were the only one that actually submitted something. All the others didn't submit like their own. I couldn't figure out what they stood for. But yeah, I did. Was there something you wanted to bring up about it?
No, I was just wondering if you'd saw, because somebody in chat had brought it up.
Yeah.
I spent like 4 hours working on that. Like I treated it like a proper homework assignment. Yeah, like this is what people are, and there's still some things I actually kind of want to change on it now. Just a couple of small edits, like nothing massive, just teeny stuff.
Yeah, here we go. I got
it. But I think that's a really important thing that candidates don't take seriously. I uploaded my photo. They won't take it. I don't know what the problem is.
Is it because it's you in the fursuit?
I think so. It's because of me in the fursuit.
That's probably why. Yeah. All right, wait. Okay, question. Let's pretend that the primary is ranked choice voting. You'd put Elion Badger as number 1, obviously. Who's your number 2 out of all these Ds?
So, I actually was chatting with William Lawrence for about a half hour before we went live together.
Okay.
And William, I kind of had to get on his case, because I think William has the ability to do good things if he wins. The problem I keep seeing William has is he keeps listening to establishment Democrat politicians and voices and advisors. Now, William has been able to accomplish great things with his... All right, so I don't like labeling somebody privileged, but he did admit that he is privileged in our text messages. So, I'm not trying to use this as a dig, but when you are privileged and you have the ability to be an activist to progress the Democratic Party left, you're from a different reality than somebody like me.
You might have a different perspective, for sure. Exactly. That's also, I don't think I could run for Congress because I feel like I'm privileged, that I wouldn't know what it's really like to be like terribly poor or stressing about my next meal. I've never had to deal with that. I'm very lucky. I still I sympathize with all y'all, but I just don't have like the perspective. You know what I mean?
Well, now, yeah, because like me myself, right now I've got $1,000 to my name, and that's just because that's what it takes to do business. You take your money, you invest it in stuff. You use that to grow, like we already talked about earlier. I got my fingers in a couple of different pies. My kitchen's hot. What can I do, right? So, I was talking with William earlier, and he truly understands that he's not running his campaign the way he should be right now. And I really had to get on his case about that. He has been listening to people that care about the money, and they go, you can do with the policies later. And so I kind of I was harsh. I was very fair, but I was very harsh in my messages to him. I'm like, dude, you got to clean your fucking act up. because I do want to see you succeed. I want to see you do better than me because I should not be running for office. Somebody like me, with my life experience, with my social status, with my economic status, with my everything, I should not be running for office. But somehow, Fox News is covering me, the New York Post is covering me, Pride Source is covering me, the Daily Caller's covering me, Breitbart is covering me.
Yeah.
Just because I want healthcare.
Among other reasons, but that is all you want at the end of the day.
You gotta get people's attention somehow.
That's true.
Right? I mean, I've got a fucking cape.
I would say, right, if I'm talking to any of these Democrats, I would say, look no further than Mamdani, how he was able to run his campaign, push these like policy, like just everything about his campaign. I mean, think about it. A Muslim man just became mayor of New York. That's kind of a hard...
A Muslim socialist.
A Muslim socialist.
Who's, what, 35? 34? Yeah.
That's a really uphill battle. But
you know why he did it, though? Because he cared about the policies and the people first. And he knew the money would come no matter what.
That if I was able, in your position, to talk to these Democrats, that's what I would say. I'd be like, guys, Mamdani's the blueprint for the future party. Get on board now. I think. I could be wrong. I'm not not that smart.
All you have to do... Sorry, my camera's all focus is all whack. All you have to do is say, you deserve higher wages and more free time with your family. And if you can't afford to donate, then pay attention because that's free. If you want healthcare, then you, the voter, need to spread the word about that. Don't pay me to be your billboard. You be my billboard.
I respect it.
Why is that so hard? That's the bare minimum, right? So on that note,
I will say, do we have any closing messages?
Any more questions
for the people?
No, I think that was a great way to end it. Like, you, the voters, all 15 people in chat,
you know,
I need you to be my billboard. If you want universal health care through a constitutional amendment, you need to talk to other people about it. If you want to see shelter, food, and medicine being the healthcare bill that becomes a constitutional amendment, because when we have 2/3 in the House, we have 2/3 in the Senate, and we have 38 state legislatures on board, we can make it happen. We could say fuck you to Donald Trump and impeach him at the same time, just for the fun of it, right? Because we'll have the House, we might have the Senate, and we should have the state legislatures.
I really think we're gonna win the House, right? No matter what the fuck, we're gonna win the House. We might have a slim majority in the Senate, but also I think Trump's grip on power is loosening enough that an impeachment, like enough Republicans switching sides to impeach him, isn't out of the question a few years down the line. Because remember, his last impeachment, the last impeachment that happened, was the most bipartisan one ever. The most people from the incumbent party switching sides.
Yep.
Like, I don't think that's impossible to think. His power is loosening in real time, and we're all seeing it.
And if we can convince, right? And this is the thing. This is where we have to use left-wing populism and our strong man to our advantage. I will bully the Democrats and the Republicans in Congress when I get there. I will use my cane, and I will trip Chuck Schumer and Mitch McConnell with a 1-2 as we're going down the hallway. All three of us together, right? Just go bop, bop, and they both eat shit right in front of me. And then I'll just Healy away. Like, yeah, you guys will support universal health care now that your hips are broken again, huh? And that's it.
I don't know if Mitch McConnell's going to make it to 26, to be honest. But I support the idea no matter what.
Smiley, I don't have tap shoes, I have Heelys. But they do make fun tappy sounds if you hit them right. So... just imagine how fast. All right, here's the thing. If you got me Healying around Congress, just imagine how much work I'll be able to get done for the American people.
Dude, because so much of being in Congress is the walking. You're going at least twice as fast.
Okay, Unsound Bunyan Jr. in the chat there, they are single-handedly responsible for bringing back Heelys for adults.
I've been considering it. They do save
They're on sale right now for $40.
Really?
Buy them.
I gotta get him. He's responsible. He pressured the company or Skechers, I think.
Yeah, so what happened was we were playing Tarkov one day, and he was sitting there complaining because he couldn't buy Heelys in size 14. I'm like, dude, they're a company. They make stuff. Email them.
You're kidding
He's like,
me.
nah. He's like, nah. I'm like, do it. Fucking do it. I bet you anything they'll make them. He goes, you know what? Fuck you. I will. So over the course of a year, he sends like 3 emails. They start making them again. You can go to Heelys.com, get them up to size 16.
1 point for free market capitalism, 0 for socialism. You convinced me.
Honestly, you know, I'll take socialism, takes a F on this one. Capitalism takes the A.
Capitalism brought Heelys back.
That one. Capitalism brought Heelys back. I'm just saying, consumer demand, the free market, libertarians, you'll win this one on the Heelys. I'll give it to you. Yeah, they're on sale for $40. I got mine. They're very nice brown. They're very professional. $50. I got the Minecraft edition ones for my spouse for $70. So, you know, you got to pay that. You got to pay that notch fee.
The notch tax. All right, we're gonna wrap this up here. So
everyone go buy Heelys.
Great interview. Thank you for your time, Mr. Elion Badger. I'm gonna come to whatever like event you do. If you hit up this Discord, I'll show up and we could.
Yeah. So what I'm actually gonna be doing in January, I'm gonna be doing a speech at MSU. Fingers crossed. We're working on getting that organized. So I know I'm sorry I can't hear you guys' voice. Cool. Is that your Discord?
That is my Discord.
Perfect. All right. I will join that because you guys are fucking awesome. You got a great community. Hell yeah. Oh, that's a great picture. I love the scuffed. Hey, Smiling Friends meme. Perfect.
Was there Smiling Friends meme what in like my general?
Oh yeah, in general. Right, first thing I see. Smiling Friends. Yeah, let's go. Smiling Friends is so based.
I didn't want to embarrass him. I didn't want to embarrass Luca while he was here, but he did help on one of the Smiling Friends episodes of this season. When you know when Charlie plays that game, like the title screen of that game, Luca made that for them.
Yeah.
I didn't want to embarrass him, but he is a Smiling Friends alumni, and he kept that secret. Cool. He kept it secret from me until we watched the episode.
Oh my God. That is the coolest thing ever. Oh my God, you know the coolest people. Oh my God.
And now I know one more, awesome. Elion.
Dad, okay.
Right. Have a good night.
I'll have you know before we head off, Mr. Boss is the most recent episodes. Okay, you know how he like sucked down the water bottle, like I do that, man. That was like it freaks them out. I'll take a whole bottle of water and just go.
Oh, you know what? I've been trying to. I spent a week trying to learn how to do that, trying to practice, and I got kind of close, but I gave up.
You got to figure out how to relax the throat muscles just right. Like it's fucking anyway. Thank you so much. Smiling Friends is the best. Everyone deserves healthcare.
And good luck on the race. Good luck on the primary.
Thank you.
I'll see you around.
We're gonna have a good one. See ya.
Oh, Omni. Where's the voice? Oh, I gotta turn the voice back on.
Thank you, free for all.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me follow you. Let me follow Elion on the Twitch. That's my congressman.